me bloquean.
Sí. ¿Qué? ¿Qué te pasó?
Roll on thunder, shine on lightning. The days are long and the nights are frightening. Nothing matters anyway, and that's the hell of it. Winter comes and the winds grow colder. Well, some grow wiser, you just grew older. You never listened anyway, and that's the hell of it. Good for nothing, bad in bed. Nobody likes you and you're better off dead. Goodbye. We've all come to say goodbye. Goodbye. Born defeated, died in vain. Super destructive, you were hooked on pain. And though your music lingers on, well, all of us are glad you're gone. Love yourself as you love no other. Be no man's fool and be no man's brother. We're all born to die alone, you know. There's a hell of it. Life's a game where they're bound to beat you, and time's a trick they can turn to cheat you. We only wasted anyway, and that's the hell of it. Good for nothing, bad in bed. Nobody liked you and you're better off dead. Goodbye. We've all come to say goodbye. Goodbye. Born defeated, died in vain. Super destructive, you were hooked on pain. And though your music lingers on, all of us are glad you're gone. If I could live my life half as worthlessly as you, I'm convinced that I'd wind up burning too.
All right. I will start off with that. Yeah, the volume was really low on that. Bill, that was Paul Williams. Can you hear us, Bill? I see that. Hi.
I thought that was Paul Williams, but it seemed too young to be Paul Williams.
Well, now I've seen him sing that song on the was it the Donnie and Marie
We
show?
showed it. The Brady Bunch we showed.
Oh, I thought that was the Donnie and Marie show that he sang it on because I thought it was
the variety one, the Brady Bunch.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought it was so shocking that he was singing just the hell of it, you know, and on a family show. But yeah, Paul Williams, man, and Phantom of the Paradise, and he was always an unusual guy. What can I say?
yeah.
So it's Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Wow. Yeah, the volume was so low on that one.
It
That
was.
weird.
I didn't. Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, well,
It's all
sorry,
good.
folks, but you got the idea. All right. Well, also, before I do my formal intro, if you hear once in a while on my end this humming sound, the workers were in my apartment this week to take care of that heating unit closet and redo it all and everything. Yeah, and they had to spray kills stuff in there and everything so that there wouldn't be mold. And now there's this dehumidifier that's been in there since Friday, and it's going to be there until tomorrow. And so once in a while, it just turns on and you hear this humming noise. So that's what that is. Anyway, this is, of course, people should know by now, the Todd Jaeger Experience. I am Todd Quality Jaeger. There's my name. And I guess we'll start over here. We got...
Me?
Yeah. Am I
Chris.
pointing to you?
Chris.
Yeah. And our other regular down there.
Sexy Bill Weeden.
Well, am I pointing to Bill? That's
You
Bill, right? That's Bill Weeden. And then the other guy. Who is it that? Oh, that's Captain Cartoon, folks. I don't know if Jack is frozen or he's just sitting like that. Oh, well,
Jack,
we'll find out. Oh,
blink twice.
No, I don't know. There he is.
There he is. He jumped. That's 3D.
Well, no, there he is, but he's still frozen. This is very interesting to start off things with.
He's
thawing
out.
We have to address Bill as the sexy
Captain Cartoon is
Bill.
frozen.
Yeah, Jack, you're like totally frozen.
Jack,
So
move. Move your head,
well,
Jack.
Captain Cartoon is a bit
Jack, move
frozen.
your
over
head.
it. Yeah, he's not moving. Well, at some point he'll maybe he'll join us.
Listen, Bill earned the title today. Bill's looking very sexy over there. Those nice glasses. He's got a fur coat. What's going on?
Is it cold in there?
The cold room.
I might need that coat.
I moved into the cold room. I got the heat on now. I moved into the cold room so that Dolores could have the other room, the warm room to herself.
Oh. And he's eating chocolates. I know, from Valentine's Day.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Cartoon is the frozen caveman lawyer. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, now see, we got like one still at a time. Now we've got a little movement there, but it's all
Old
part
school.
of the fun, folks. What can I say? So, Bill,
Yes, sir.
what is up?
Well, look,
Yeah.
let me finish. Let me all this chocolate first.
Hey, people were saying to me all night last night at work, customers and stuff, Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm like, I'm single. Just
You
give
can
me
still have
candy
a happy.
anyway.
You can still have a happy Valentine's Day.
How?
Being single.
Well, the thing is, people, if you're going to wish me a happy Valentine's Day, give me candy anyway. Okay.
I'll mail you some candy, Todd.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like, happy Valentine's Day. How? I mean, for me, no, life is fine, but it's like, it's almost like some people saying happy Valentine's Day. I know you don't have anybody.
Nah. Did anybody actually say that to you, Todd?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, there you go.
No. But so, Bill, how did yours go?
How did Valentine's Day go? It was
Yeah,
good.
I saw the photos.
We went out for dinner. It was great. We told each other that we loved each other, which is always nice.
That's
And,
all that matters.
That's all that matters. I've been asking Todd how gay men make each other happy. Because
Oh, yeah. Well, I probably can't describe some of it here.
Yeah.
But
Who's censoring it?
it's research for the
Use
film.
sign language. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of Gonzaga's Warfest world.
Well,
yeah.
you know, the thing is, I mean, I can give you a few little technical, or I want to say biological aspects.
We can do that in private. We don't have to do it here.
Yeah. But also, I would say it's one of those things where take things slow, be kind of cuddly, and things kind of build up from there as you feel more comfortable. That would be an overall view. But, you know, yeah, if you need, I suggested too, as I said, and viewers probably won't understand when I say this, but, you know, you probably would want to have your character look through my bag or something, and you find little things and go, oh, well, let's try this. Todd, Jerry won't mind. Yeah, you know, I mean, I can come up with some things, but the thing is, you probably don't want to like try to rush into things.
Right.
You're experimenting. You're new. You kind of want to just feel your way through, so to speak.
Got it. But there's also the problem that I told you about with the character. So we don't. That's a spoiler alert. So we don't need to talk about that. But,
exactly.
But that's part of it.
Well, it'll get worked out. There's time. Although I'm assuming we're not going to get very graphic in the film itself.
No. We're going to kiss a lot, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's a good start, because if there's one thing, I'm a huge.
And John and I have never met in person, but we've really come to like each other a lot. So I don't think it's going to be a problem kissing him.
No, it's for me, I'm a massive fan of smooching.
It might be the
too. I am
It might be the opposite of a problem, Bill. He might be a really good kisser. You know, you never know.
And I know that I am. So there we go.
Right.
No, I've been told I'm an excellent kisser, because that's like my favorite thing. So,
and Todd, you have an excellent kisser.
Oh, blush.
This is going to work out. This might turn into a different kind of movie.
We need to find a way, though, that possibly I'm watching TV or something, and you're on your way to run to take a shower or something, and I just surprise you and smack you with the strap. We got to get that in the movie there somewhere. You know, I mean, we gotta work that.
Which allegiances if you do that?
You know, we got signature things going on. We got. Hopefully, maybe there's a way that I'm eating cheesecake, and then maybe I'll, you know, just happen to have the strap with me on the trip. You know, all kinds of fun.
Too many Easter eggs, though, might be too much. Like,
well,
the cheesecake. I don't know. I don't like doing little in jokes that much. You know, it's a story.
Right.
It's a story in itself. I see. Well, I could tell you one thing about Once in a Future Smash, but I'm not going to, because it's something that I don't want to talk about. But there's some stuff that happened that were like sort of too insy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like inside baseball that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't like little in jokes happening.
Well, just in case, unless they do have a certain T-shirt for me to wear when I'm walking towards the one area. And I do have that one tank top, and just in case you guys want me to wear that, you know, the one that I got. Yeah.
In the Power Positive Murder, I'm wearing a Sergeant Kabuki Man T-shirt. So that's a little
yeah. If we had like you said, if they decided, Todd, wear that tank top that I showed you, I got. That would be a fun little in-joke thing. That would be fun. But no, it's all up to the filmmakers. I'm game for whatever
I would
Just,
have I would have worn a Once a Future Smash T-shirt today, except I'm taking it to the convention, and I don't want to get it dirty in the meantime. I don't have to wear it. So
the design of you and Michael in the 8-bit image that Neil did, I was going to have that ready to show today too, but for some reason it's buried in one of the other containers. I need to get all of the Neil stuff together and keep those T-shirts together, and I couldn't find it, so that's why I'm wearing this one.
This is a T-shirt.
Oh wow!
Pictures on the T-shirt. I love that T-shirt.
Yeah, I have that, and I also have. Oh darn! I should have grabbed. Oh dang it! I should have grabbed the T-shirt with you on it alone. That, you know, this here is the T-shirt of Michael, and then there's one of you, and I didn't drag that one out, so I'm sorry.
So when is Michael coming?
Bill. I don't know. He'll just show up when he shows up, I guess, right?
Yeah, Todd, when's he coming?
I don't know. You guys run the show. I'm just the pretty thing that lives in the house.
Yeah,
that's an Osgood Perkins reference.
That's what I thought I was.
I happen to hate that movie.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah,
I'm glad I saw it because I watched everything Perkins did, but it was a bit not much and
boring is what I would say.
But I would say of all his movies, I would not watch again, and Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, I would watch again over The Monkey. I know I'm one of the few people that didn't like The Monkey, but I did not like The Monkey. It was too much of a comedy. And after having read the short story like 45 years ago, and then this popping up as a pure comedy, I was like, no.
Has anybody?
That's my microphone.
Has anybody seen Begonia?
Yes, I liked it.
Really, we tried to watch it last night. We just couldn't get it. We're still in the middle of it, so I won't say that we haven't finished it yet, but we want to know how it ends. And don't tell me now. I'm going to look at the synopsis of it. We are big fans of Jesse Plemons. I'm not a huge fan of Emma Stone, though I think she's okay. I love Jesse Plemons, and he was nominated for the SAG Award for this thing.
Yeah,
his part is silly.
Well, here's the thing. What you should do.
Lost a huge amount of weight. I'll give him that. He's like, he looks.
Yeah, he did.
He's become a hunk, sort of.
Well, I don't know if it's in the credits of Begonia, but Begonia is based on an early 2004 or something.
A South Korean movie called Save the
Planet. Right. And I bought that on DVD when it first came out. So I saw Save the Green Planet. God, has it? Jesus, it's been over 20 years now.
Really?
And it is. And I bought it on DVD. I was working at Borders, and there it was on the shelf. And I was like, ooh, what's this? And I was into the Asian films at the time, the horror and stuff. So I watched it and I loved it. And then when I heard Begonia was based on that, I was like, And I like Yorgos's films in general, so I gave it a chance and saw it. I really liked Begonia. It's still faithful to the original.
What was the one last year that Emma Stone won the Oscar?
Poor Things. I know you didn't care for that one.
It's so weird. I know I didn't care for it at all. In fact, one of my favorite actors alive is Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, of course.
And that's the only movie I've ever seen him in that I didn't like his performance. And he was nominated for the Oscar. All these great performances he gave that he was never nominated for. He gets nominated for what I consider his least effective performance. He was completely miscast in that part, I thought.
his character was a bit thirsty, I
didn't like that he was cast in that part. He was all wrong for it. And I don't even consider the fact that I didn't like him to be his fault. There was no way he could make that work. But what are you going to do? He was nominated for the Oscar. The other night we saw Song Sung Blue. Have you seen that one?
Not yet.
Well,
I missed that at the theater.
It's very good. It's a little sentimental. It's quite melodramatic, but it's really well done. And somebody I never cared for particularly, Kate Hudson, she's very good in it. She's nominated for the Oscar. Hugh Jackman, who's not a favorite of mine either, he's just as good as she is. He didn't get nominated. The Oscars are so crazy.
Yeah,
well, you notice that very soon they're moving them to YouTube instead of ABC.
Wow.
Oh, right. They're moving the Oscars. That's right. They are.
To YouTube, of all things. And I just thought,
That's lame.
Because ABC has had it for 2,000 years, and now it's going to YouTube.
I wonder why.
Because you know what's going to happen is during the broadcast on YouTube, we're probably going to get buffering, and don't you have to pay to see it? If it's on YouTube, you're going to have to pay, right? Unless you get commercials.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably be something like that.
I thought YouTube was free. There it is. I thought YouTube was free.
Well, no, you can. There's YouTube Premium, and you won't get the ads and stuff.
So, Song Sung Blue is an absolute remake of a documentary, which was about these people. They didn't even change their names; they're the same names. It's like they took the documentary and made it and cast actors in it, and they're both very good. And the movie is really pretty good. It's my wife was crazy about it. I liked it. And it's sort of a woman's picture almost. I hate to be sexist like that, but it's true. I think it's going to appeal to more women than men. And it's all about Neil Diamond and what a great artist he is. I just don't. I love some of his songs, but to me, he's not the be all and the end all. Which they
I never understood, because my mom had the album Neil Diamond Live. And she used to play that. And I always thought his voice sounded so aggressive.
It does sound aggressive. I don't think his voice is that bad, but I don't think he's all that great. And I think he's written like 3 or 4 really great songs. Yeah. And the rest of it, they all sound alike.
When I was in 3rd grade, I had the sheet music because I was trying to learn the piano, and I had the sheet music for Sweet Caroline.
Right. Well, that's one of course.
Trying to play that on the piano. Oh my God.
And he didn't last either. I mean, he's from a certain period. Like he doesn't have longevity. He hasn't made there was a brief window where, like you said, he made a few really great songs, a bunch of good songs, but he had a small window. I mean, he's lasted. I mean, his old songs are still, kids still know him, but he hasn't really done anything.
I honestly held off on seeing it. Wasn't sure if I was going to, because for me, it looked kind of schmaltzy.
Well, it is kind of schmaltzy, but apparently everything that happens in this movie actually happened in real life. Yeah. So you can't argue that it made melodrama where one didn't exist, but it did exist. It all happened. And it's almost like, oh, I can't believe that this is all happening, but it did happen apparently. And
well, he made a movie about his life before, right?
Yeah, he did. The
Neil
jazz singer.
Diamond.
Well, he was in the. Was it the jazz singer?
That was kind of based loosely on his own life, right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know.
The jazz singer, no. The jazz singer was the movie that made the sound era happen, because Al Jolson starred in it, and it became a huge smash hit, and it nailed the sound movie era to the wall. So it's a very famous and historic movie. It was remade many years later with Laurence Olivier as the father, and it was supposed to be Barry Manilow as the son.
Wow.
And I said in a very cruel and very sexist manner, and I will be the first to admit that it was extremely tacky what I said, but I said, if Laurence Olivier is the father of Barry Manilow, the mother of him, Lillian Hellman, and now she's a playwright who is remarkably unattractive. So I'm saying, if Laurence Olivier fathered Barry Manilow, the mother had to be somebody really ugly. So, so then Barry Manilow was fired or left or something, and Neil Diamond replaced him. So Neil Diamond, Laurence Olivier's son, and apparently gives a terrible performance because Neil Diamond can't act.
Well, what was that movie that Pavarotti did that everyone kind of trashed?
Oh, by George. Yes, Giorgio.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I remember when that came out, and people were like crazy, like what? Yeah.
With Catherine Harold as his leading lady, she used to be married to Lawrence O'Donnell from MS Now. It's called MS Now.
Yeah.
It used to be MSNBC.
Wow, I didn't realize
Lawrence
that.
O'Donnell,
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's a political, really.
Yeah, that's the news network
really
I
smart
do
guy.
watch.
He used to be married to Catherine Harold.
Wow. Catherine Harold, wasn't
He used to be
she?
married to Catherine Harold, who was Albert Brooks's leading lady in what I consider. I'm sorry?
No, I was just it was like I had a weird flashback of Catherine Harold. Wasn't she in one of the It's Alive movies about the baby? I'm trying to remember.
Gosh, I don't know. But she was Albert Brooks's girlfriend in Modern Romance, which I still consider his best movie. And she was really good. And then she played Larry Sanders' ex-wife in the Larry Sanders Show.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right. So she used to be married to Lawrence O'Donnell, but she's also. How did I start that rant? Catherine Harold was.
No, it was about it was about the jazz. We were going. No, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It's not Catherine Harold. It's Alive 2 was Kathleen Lloyd.
Yeah, It's Alive.
But no, we were talking about the jazz singer and yes, Giorgio.
Yeah, the jazz singer. So
we went from the jazz singer to It's Alive.
So Neil Diamond was.
Yeah, no, but I got it wrong. It was Kathleen Lloyd, not Kathleen Harold. So you can understand why I got it confused.
It's Catherine Harold. And Kathleen Lloyd. They're similar.
Yeah, see, that's where. No, I had to look. I'm going to Google things more often on the show because last week when we were chatting about sports teams, and I had seen several posts on Facebook about how the Seattle Hawks donated $1 million to the ACLU, but the other team donated to you know who, and I was like, and that's what I saw in several posts. But this is why people getting their news from Facebook is bad because I Googled all that, and it turns out that members of the Seahawks, some people did donate to the ACLU, which means others could have donated. Yeah. So, that's why I just want to strangle people that post.
There's too
stuff.
much information.
You don't know what's real and what isn't. With AI,
exactly.
All these teaser things where they say, find out the answer in the first comment. You've seen these things, right?
Yeah. Then they want you to click on. It's all clickbait, man.
It's all about advertisements that you see when you click on the first comment. Then you get a whole raft of ads. That's all it's about.
Yeah, and they usually they don't answer what they say. Find out in the story, and you click on it, and there's nothing mentioned.
You will not believe what so and so looks like these days. They used to be so beautiful, and you don't know whether they mean they're still beautiful or they turned into a gargoyle.
Yeah,
you don't know what they mean.
Well, for instance, here's a good example. I was just kind of, perusing through YouTube on a lunch break, and I ran across one about the movie Clue, and it had 2 stills from Clue, but in one still, it showed like a blurry image of a person that maybe walked onto set, and there was a red circle around it with an arrow. And you were thinking, oh, what is that? Did somebody like turn up in one scene in one version of the film? What? So I watched the video, and in the entire fucking video, there was nothing about what they had on that thumbnail.
So I have learned not to click on those things because it leads you down a garden path that you're never going to get the end of.
Well, there were a lot of people in the comments going clickbait. I was looking for that exact same thing and it's not in there. And then also, I'm kind of curious about some of these videos for like horror films that go 20 weird facts about this movie. And it's always an AI narrator. It's the voice is AI. And then a lot of the so-called facts they bring up are not weird. And they're not even interesting.
I heard your voice. Todd,
everybody knows already, right? Well,
no,
what was that? What was that?
Chris said he heard my voice in one of them. Oh God, no! No.
It's facts that everybody knows.
Yeah, there was the cock ring rat and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's one dude, there's one particular dude who has all these things. The 10 worst Oscar nominations ever, the 10 worst Oscar movies ever. His taste is in his mouth. He has absolutely no taste. So I watched a couple things, and I said, I'm not going to watch this guy anymore because I never agree with him. He thinks the best movie ever made was Hereditary, which I mean, not the best.
I mean, I love Hereditary, but I don't think it's the best movie ever made.
No, he didn't say that either. He said it was the best movie he's seen in years. I found Hereditary to be
Democracy is the
there we go for you, Bill.
Democracy is the best thing ever. Democracy is the best thing yet. Do we want to lose it? Never. Democracy is the best thing yet.
That's enough.
Democracy is the best thing ever.
Yeah, buddy.
So
I wish I would have known you then, because I would have loved to have been in there going democracy.
I could see Todd in there.
We went through Central Park and just found all sorts of people to say democracy, and then some friends.
Well,
of mine,
that's a good job,
including my two grandsons.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say?
Todd could have done a little rap thing in the middle of it.
Oh no! Don't you dare! I do not do rap. Here, I'm doing the upside down cross.
I don't do rap either. I hate.
Well,
rap.
you did in Psycho 8 too.
Yeah, no, I've written some raps, but I don't like to listen to rap songs.
No, I don't either. Hey, by the way, here's another one. I would kind of be interested to know the truth. And I saw this posted on Facebook. So folks, I did not Google it because honestly, I didn't care. But it said that Snoop Dogg is a correspondent for the Olympics and that he's getting $500,000 a day.
Well, wow. I didn't know his salary, but he is a correspondent for the Olympics.
Yeah, he was
okay.
He was.
Well, and then people were saying because of the controversy, like they can't believe they got him to do that because he did who's inauguration last year, so he performed. Yes, he did.
He's in there now.
He rapped. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's another little. I am not going to Google that one right now because honestly, I don't care. I'm not going to give him rent-free space in my head. Oh, of course, I love random shit. All right, folks, that is me in college. I was about to. We had what was called the Cougar Guard, and now, yes, it's totally not right to have a live cougar as your college mascot, but we did. And that afternoon, before I went to work at Burger King, I was stopped by to do my bit for Cougar Guard. We
worked at Burger King.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm wearing the hat because it was cold out. We would take the cougar for a walk around campus, and we would feed it meat and lovable. As you can see, the cougar was lovable. There's another photo of me somewhere of the cougar reaching up and knocking my hat off with its paw. And Yeah, that's an interesting random shot, Chris. He does that.
And talk about hunks. You were definitely a hunk then.
Oh, I was no. You know what? I see movies, and I have seen like documentaries and stuff, you know, of people in their college years and stuff, and I'm thinking, God, they look like adults. Me, I still look like I was in high school. I had this boyish, skinny. Well, I hope people thought I was cute, but it just I didn't seem to look older until I was 30.
I have a quote from my wife to give you, which I happen to love. Speaking of you know who, do you call them you know who?
Yeah.
I said, Pam Bondi is I said the word C-U-N-T.
Yeah.
I said the word C-U-N-T. I won't say it. I don't know whether you get censored here or not, but the word is cunt, but I said it.
Yeah.
So I said, Pam Bondi is a cunt. And she said, that's disgusting. That's disparaging to cunts.
No, actually,
I'm sure a lot of people have used that word over the last week.
No, actually, it's interesting because I have seen
don't disparage cunts that way.
I have seen videos of some more famous people, even involved in the news, saying about that word's kind of being more acceptably used, especially amongst females towards each. I call men that as well, but it's just that. You know, and anyway, too, everyone's getting this campaign going to stop using the word Karen because it's overdone. Now start using the word Pam. It's, you know, you're such a Pam. And, you know, because
Pam.
Instead of Karen complaining to the manager, now you say you're such a Pam. So everyone's, oh, geez, you're doing it to me again. All right, there you go, Bill. That was... me in 1982. You see the album Motels in the background there. No,
Todd, I could go gay for that. Oh my God.
Well, then you must like him young because oh my God, I
got to tell you, that's a joke. It's a joke, but you look fantastic.
No, thank you. I was more angled, you know. You've seen how I filled out, but no, me and my roommate Scott were just joking around, and I'm wearing a pink mesh like tank top underneath, and that was one of those at the time cool hip shirts. I forget the brand name, but they were like disco shirts basically, and those were my roommate's sunglasses, and he smoked. I didn't. I never smoked. And so we were just goofing around, and
it looks incredibly cool. The sunglasses.
You're playing Cruise in the board game.
And the hair is great, man. The hair.
And yes, I am wearing my, as you can see on my right wrist, I am wearing the, although that's a different one. It's disintegrated by now, but yep, got the cock ring on my wrist. Yeah, we were just goofing around and having fun.
What is on your wrist?
Well, what I mentioned, you might want to dig through my bag for in the movie or one of these. Not the chrome ones are. The chrome ones can be a bit more dangerous because they'll be hard to take off. But this one has snaps. It's, you know, it's one of those things you use to enhance your.
Oh, it's a cock ring.
Just wanted to hear Bill say it. Yeah, let's hope. I don't know if YouTube's going to go through this and nitpick, but we'll see. But, because what was it when Jack binged this show, and it came up like a real positive review of my show. They mentioned that it's generally safe.
I saw that.
I was like, what did they come up with that?
Your show is generally safe?
Generally, yeah, that the show is generally safe, meaning most people can watch it.
Right.
I don't know.
No more.
No more after today's show.
You jinxed it.
Hey, at least I'm not standing up because you know everybody knows the only thing I'm wearing right now are my glasses and a t-shirt. it's funny because then I know what happens when I say that. I know that viewers are kind of like suddenly there's a flash in their mind and they're like, oh, I didn't, but it happens. You know, people picture something, and I'm glad I have that kind of influence over their
I think
mind.
that's why that one director didn't come. He was like, wait a minute, why am I hanging out with 3 honkies and one of them's half naked?
So guys,
No.
I love being here, but the main reason I came on is to be with Michael, and he's not
Yeah,
here.
I don't.
And
We have no
I don't know
idea.
I sent him the link.
Who knows whether he show up or not? I mean, I know
Because
Michael better than you do, and he's a very distinctive human being.
Oh yeah, no, we did have one filmmaker back in September, I think, who just didn't. We watched his movie and everything to review it and discuss it, and he just didn't show up and never let us know why not. So, but Michael, you know, sometimes people have things they got to do, and I understand that.
I had some things to do, but I sort of rescheduled them for you.
Well, we need you to show up when you can, Bill, because you give this show gravitas.
We always appreciate you, Bill.
Gravitas. Oh,
Yeah.
Now you've ruined my whole image. Gravitas.
You sass it up.
That's more like it.
There you go. Okay, that'll all right. Bill gives this show some sass class. There you go.
Sassafras. That's some sassafras.
Well, no, and it's really cool for me because I'm trying to accept that I'm now mingling with the film folks, and so having you on the show, cock rings and Ghosts, the Todd Jaeger experience. Oh my God.
What did you
That
say?
was the alternative title.
I missed something. What did you just say that was funny?
I'm losing my mind here. There, Ward. Did you see it at the bottom of the screen?
Cock rings and
I mean, I don't know if YouTube's gonna. I don't know if YouTube's gonna bother to notice all this, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if we're gonna be on next week, folks. My God, that would be a really interesting banner for the show, but you'd have to like put an asterisk where the you would be. That would probably
right.
Oh my God. Oh no, don't get me on one of my laughing fits. Oh, I'll shoot.
In 1970, at the height of the football revenge film craze, Mikey Smash and William Mouth both portrayed the football cannibal Smash Mouth in the cult hit End Zone 2. The film's influence on a small number of horror legends was immeasurable. Some even say it was Andy Warhol's favorite movie. After a portion of the film was lost and the ownership rights were called into question, End Zone 2 simply disappeared. Now, 50 years later, Smash Blender Films is reviving the franchise.
We're doing a reboot sequel of the movie End Zone 2, and it's going to be called End Zone.
With the pending casting announcement at Mad Monster Party, rivals Mikey and William will each do anything to reclaim their iconic role. They are joined by their reluctant assistant, AJ.
Pick up that bag. I don't want those wheels to wear out.
Mikey, William, and AJ must battle clowns, law enforcement, and holographic technology to find out who will be crowned the once and future Smash.
Yeah, we got some Bill nudity in there, some of it.
Semi-nudity.
God, I just rewatched it the other night, and it even in that trailer, everybody's in it. Every AJ, Bill, John, just everybody's in. And Carl Solomon, I always love watching Carl. He's He makes me laugh so much.
Carl,
But
yeah.
yeah, the one thing is though, at the Once and Future Smash premiere a few years ago, Bill, I can't believe that when we were there, we didn't get a photo together. I know you put that one together, and I guess I was just so starstruck that everybody was there, and I can't believe we didn't get one of you and me on the banner thing.
But one with you, but I did.
Yeah, I know. So, but now we got that one photo of us on the set of Psycho Ape 2 and all that. So now there's proof that we've been in the same room together.
We got all sorts of stuff. See my T-shirt? Does anybody know what that is?
I've been looking at it and glimpses of it, and I'm trying to
see if you can see the giveaway. The giveaway is on here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on that shirt, and I'm trying to.
That's a great shirt.
Right here. That's the giveaway. You can scarcely see it now because it's faded.
Yeah, it looks like
it's a rose.
Yeah, it's a rose. But
it's a Guns N' Roses.
It's Guns N' Roses T-shirt.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, I honestly was never much of a Guns N' Roses guy, so I guess that's why I didn't.
I didn't know it was a Guns N' Roses when I got it at a Salvation Army, and I love the shirt. I didn't realize
the image is cool.
Later, yeah.
I love when kids come into where I work and they're wearing Ramones T-shirts, especially Misfits T-shirts. I always go to them and go, "Quick, name an album." And they're like, oh, well, I got it at Marshall's.
I don't know the Misfits. I love the Ramones. Oh, God, I love them.
Oh, the Ramones. But yeah, again, it's all these young people that buy these T-shirts at Marshall's and Walmart and stuff, and they have no idea. Like, I see a lot of Def Leppard shirts and AC/DC shirts and stuff, and they have no clue. But when it's Misfits, Ramones, Dead Kennedys, stuff like that, they have no clue. Oh, I just like the T-shirt, and they have no idea what it is. So.
Well, that's what I felt about this T-shirt. I had no idea it was a Guns N' Roses shirt. I love Slash. I'm not a big Axl fan, but I love Slash.
He's great. Yeah. Well, he did music and score for a thriller that I need to get that's now out on 4K called Curdled. It's got one of the Baldwin guys in it, and it's about a woman who's hired by a team that cleans up after murder sites.
Oh, right.
And
sure. It's a famous movie.
Well, Tarantino produced it, I think.
What's it called?
Curdled, like milk curdles.
I thought about a different movie.
Well, it's like he did music for the movie, and I have the soundtrack, and it's so cool. But that's what came into my mind when you mentioned him.
Yeah.
But no, that's I mean, I have all the T-shirts I have are something I have seen or concerts I've been to. But I think it's funny when people come in. That's the one thing I do, especially if it's Misfits, because that image is what attracts people, is that skull thing. And so I always go, quick, name a Misfits album. And they like freeze. It's just fun.
I've been very close. I've been very close friends with two rock and roll stars.
Yeah.
And they are Tommy Shaw of Styx and Damn Yankees, which is when I met him.
Oh.
And the other guy is Peter Tork of the Monkees.
I adore, yeah. It's funny, of all the Monkees, as they aged, Peter Tork is the one whose voice changed the most, I noticed.
Oh, changed the most, yeah.
Yeah, but when I was a kid...
Peter was a remarkably fine guy. He's great.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, he was my favorite Monkee. And I liked how in the movie Head... they made the point that Peter said, "I'm always the dummy." In the show, they always made him the dummy, like the dumb blonde. like in, you know, the cartoon Josie and the Pussycats and stuff. The blonde was always the ditzy one. And that's kind of what they did to Peter. But, you know, he played along with it.
Who were the analogous Beatles to the Monkees? Let's figure that out. Mike Nesmith was John Lennon, right?
Okay.
Mickey Dolenz was Ringo, I guess, right?
Hmm.
Davy Jones was Paul, and Peter was George Harrison, I guess, right?
That's it. I don't know. That's an interesting. I mean, that could be a whole panel discussion of what everyone thinks. Which one?
Everyone. Hey,
Jay, I mean, I got it. Hey, Jason. Jason's down there in the corner now.
Hello.
Yay, we got Jason and Bill on today. This is cool. I just like I can't believe it's happening.
Do I know?
You're talking about Peter Tork.
I think I know Jason.
Bill, I don't believe you know Jason.
Yeah, he was. I think they were on together, right? You were on the show together. I think
you may have been on together before, but you don't like know each other as far as combining movies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I work with Harley Wallen and stuff, and Dustin Ferguson, and Chris Sanders overseas in the UK.
Wow.
So, but Jason
and a few other people now. So I'm kind of building it up a little bit more.
Are you a musician?
Credits.
He's a musician. Is that it?
Oh, he's a filmmaker.
A filmmaker.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, producer, actor. I started a couple years ago.
You're more of a producer, right? Would you call yourself more of?
Actually, I'm gonna have a new cameo appearance in one of Harley's new films coming up, Blur. He's gonna be filming it in a couple weeks, so I just got notified yesterday.
Yay! So far most of my cameos have been via like shot on my phone. So we need to drag me around the country more so I can be in more people's movies. But oh well, one day. But Jason, what
Drifter's doing good, I heard.
Oh, Astral Plane Drifter is yeah. Yeah, I'm always gonna have this one handy for the show. And yeah, well, I mean it oh look, Chris has got his, and I guess Jack's grabbing his copy. Yeah.
Oh, I like the little that's cool.
Mike's gonna love this. Yeah. Well, but
we have
Bill
the fan club here.
Well, Mike visited Bill in Woodstock. So Bill got a personal appearance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there we are. We all got our Green Ray discs.
Bill?
But Bill, I was tickled when you guys, sent me those photos. The one that I had the most fun with was you made an accidental video where you were like trying to figure out the camera, and it was it was going all over the place, and Mike said something, but then it cut off. And I have that video on my phone because that's the way it was sent. But
Arabella, right?
Yeah, but I could not transfer the video to my computer, connecting it would not, the file would not transfer. So I have that video on my phone, and I'm hoping one day, if either of you still have that weird little mistake, because I want to keep that video. I think it's a great memento. But, we were talking about Peter Tork. So, Jason, do you have any opinion as to which monkey matched which beetle?
Man. I would probably agree with Bill, what Bill was saying. So.
I think Mike Nesmith is John Lennon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes
it makes sense for that. Yeah,
and Mickey Dolenz was Ringo, and not only did they both play the drums, but they also had that same goofy kind of quality.
Yeah, that's true.
Ringo happens to be my favorite Beatle, and I know that's very
now. Yeah, Ringo. And plus, let's face it, folks.
Ringo was always my favorite Beatle because I liked his personality the best. I never liked Lennon's personality. It always turned me off. But that's me. That's me.
Yeah.
I know he was incredibly intelligent, smart, creative, blah, 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 blah. I always liked Ringo, and I liked Paul. I never thought Lennon was likable, and I thought George Harrison was blah blah blah. So the two that I liked are the two that are still alive. Means nothing except that it happens to be true.
I'm a huge Beatles fan. I've always loved the Beatles.
Yeah, my
Well, for
family
me-
made me grow up with them, so yeah.
Another
Yeah, no choice.
another extremely non popular viewpoint of mine is they were my fourth favorite band of the 60s. My favorite
Whoa.
was Fiends. My second favorite was Beach Boys. My third favorite was Love and Spoonful, and my fourth favorite was the Beatles.
What was your What was
That's
your number
okay.
one favorite again? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Creedence.
Creedence. Okay. Now
Okay.
for me,
Great.
I love
Ringo.
Creedence. Love,
I
love
always thought Ringo was kind of like not the outsider, but like you said, he had personality. And the funny thing was, some would say Ringo was not exactly the best looking in the group, but when did you see him in the movie Caveman?
I've never seen Caveman. I should see
Oh,
it.
it's fun.
Watch it, Bill.
But I
It's
gotta say,
terrible.
Ringo with his
Been a
full
long time.
beard and wearing just he didn't wear much in that movie. He looked freaking hot. Say Ringo looked hot.
Another thing I like about
I'll say his wife looked hot, Todd. So
Oh,
he
of
was
course,
in that,
Barbara
too.
Bach. Yeah, Barbara
in it.
Bach. Yeah, she would.
Another thing I love about Ringo, he's the only Beatle that's older than I am. He's one month and 1 day older than I am. His birthday is
Wow.
July 7th, mine is August 8th. So he's 1 month and 1 day older than I am. Everybody else, John Lennon was 2 months younger, and the other two are like kids.
But what did you Bill, what did you think of when I remember when Lauren Michaels, and they used people from Saturday Night Live and Eric Idle and then they did the Ruddles.
Oh, right. Ruddles, yeah. I thought that was fun. I always, like I say, I'm not crazy about in-joke things, and that was kind of an in-joke thing.
Yeah.
But it was clever. I mean, no.
I have the soundtrack. I actually have the vinyl album when it came out, and then I have the CD. But I just
Of
thought
course.
that was,
Of course you do.
of course, yeah. Well, I mean, I was in. I think when the Ruddles came out, we're talking. I was probably in junior high, maybe, when that came out, and I liked the absurd. And that's one thing the Beatles always did too, was absurd stuff, which is why I love the Monkees, because their TV show was so weird. And then
Right.
when they came out with Head, and they used the same set for their house in Head, and it's the Head, of course, for those who have seen Head, that movie is just. And they were
That was
trying to
them
just
killing their image, right?
yeah,
Their
I was
monkey
about to say that. That was them making fun of their image, which is why I said in the movie, when Mickey Dolenz was like, "Oh, I'm such a dummy," and then Peter said, "No, I'm the dummy. I'm always the dummy," and they were like making points about their show. And I mean, Head is not an easy movie to watch often,
Right.
but I just, because at a young age like that, I was 5 when Head came out. It just, the absurdity and weirdness, just, I ate it up, which is why when Monty Python started airing on PBS, I was just like, this is my kind of thing. So the
Right.
Beatles, the Monkees, all that, just all the
And
weirdness.
Head had the that great song, the Porpoise song.
Porpoise
right?
song. Well, that was written by Carole King, and
Yeah.
I forget which other gentleman. But yeah, people are just always talking about the Porpoise song for.
Yeah.
That's just. But yeah, the movie
Something
itself.
about
I
it.
just rewatched Head with commentary this past week because the only way you can get Head in a widescreen release is part of a Criterion box set called the BBS Story. It's with 5 Easy Pieces, Last Picture Show, and they're all produced by Bob Raffelson, and that BBS stands for Bob and 2 other guys. But otherwise, Head is only available on VHS and DVD from Rhino, and it's in the 1:3:3:1. But
Wow.
I don't know if it was shot in widescreen or what, but the Criterion one and you can only get it in a box set, not separately, is in widescreen and everything, and it has extras and all that. So I highly recommend hunting down that BBS Story box set. But yeah, Head, I don't know why I keep going back to it, because like I said, it's not exactly an easy watch, and it's not something not that even I would watch on a regular basis, you know, like a cult thing. But I think it's brilliant. Brilliant.
It's weird.
Movie.
It's weird enough to keep you coming back. You see different things, and it depends what kind of mood you're in. You know.
Well, also, for people who say that Head does not make any sense, if you look carefully, when the movie finishes, it comes around. It totally kind of makes sense when it comes around at the end, and you're like, "Oh, I get it." So
yeah, it's trippy. Yeah.
And how could you not love a movie where basically a lot of it took place in Victor Mature's hair? I mean, if you think about it, that's kind of what was it? It was because Victor Mature was the like the gigantic being behind the whole scenario. So I just think that was brilliant. And Terry Garr and Tony Basil, you know, doing that dance number with Davy Jones. The whole movie is it's just one thing after another of just, you're like going, oh. So,
Mickey,
I guess
find you blow my mind, Mickey.
Exactly.
Well, here's the funny thing. I'll never
blow my mind.
Yeah.
That was Tony Basil, right?
Tony Basil, yeah. And she also worked with Devo. And the funny thing is, she was one of those original pop locker dancers and stuff. But the thing that got me was Robert Downey Sr. did a movie called Greaser's Palace, and Tony Basil played a Native American riding a horse topless. I was like, Tony Basil is topless in this movie. It just so if you want to see something weird.
Why do I always get Tony Basil and Paula Abdul mixed up? Did they do things together or something? What was the deal?
Maybe choreography or something, because they both did. But I don't recall them.
Did Paula Abdul do the choreography for the video of Mickey? Maybe she did.
No, Tony Basil choreographs all her own stuff.
Oh, she does. Okay.
She's in her 80s right now, and you should see her still doing her thing. She's a pure dancer, choreographer, singer, everything. She does it all. But yeah, all that stuff you saw in Mickey was all her, like choreographing all that.
So Paula Abdul had nothing to do with it. Okay, so for some reason I get them mixed up. I don't know why, but I do.
It's like me with Meg Ryan and Melanie Griffith. They're not the same, but I still get the two totally confused all the time. So
Melanie Griffith was so beautiful before she had that work done.
Everybody's getting the work done, and it's like becoming this whole alien celestial from outer space.
The classic horror story of work being done is Faye Dunaway. Have you seen her?
Well, also
so gorgeous, and she is like the gargoyle on Notre Dame. She's like horrendous.
Well, come on. When you got people like Joan Rivers and all of them, you know, they're just, and I don't understand why people think, well, I'm sorry to say this, because no offense to her, because she's great, but Reba McEntire. Have you seen her lately?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And in those commercials, and I finally got to watch the last season of that show Big Sky that she was on, and it just, I'm like, oh my God. And maybe it helps their self-esteem.
Well, that's Melanie Griffith, right?
And I am not telling actresses and actors, because men do it too, what to do, but that whole weird pulled back,
oh my God, it's pathetic.
You know, one actress that I was really, really impressed that she aged naturally was Kelly McGillis, because she turned up in a few like indie horror movies. I don't know if
Really?
she was in Stakeland, but she was in The Innkeepers, the Ty West film. And you can tell she just decided, I'm going to age.
Well, the other two
Naturally.
that are the perfect example of you don't need to have work done. Diane Keaton, who looked great until she died, right? And Sally Field, who still looks great and they haven't had their work done and they look good.
Yeah.
So you
And I
don't
mean,
have-
and
Nothing wrong with getting old. Hey man, we're getting the good vintage on. Hey, you know.
well, the thing is, it doesn't make them look younger. And I mean, in my eyes, it doesn't make, and I'm talking about the men too, because you had Kenny Rogers and was it Axl Rose and all them doing it too. And
Pathetic.
just the wind tunnel
It's
thing
disgusting. Yeah,
is
exactly. It's like
Yeah,
exactly.
Ward was talking about getting butt.
well, and okay,
Implants
and I'm
last
gonna mention her too. And again, I always liked her, but you've seen Marlo Thomas in her commercials.
It's a horror.
There's no movement, there's no expression. It's just all the mouth kind of moves, but everything else is and again, I'm not damning these actresses and actors. I love them, but I mean, I don't understand it. Maybe
Nicole
they
Kidman
could
is the other one.
Nicole
She
Kidman.
looks like an airbrush glossy now.
Well, did you see Rose McGowan?
I don't know her well enough to know.
Well, she was the one that was dating, wasn't Marilyn Manson? She was in the original Scream and stuff. She's really had it done too. And again, I don't want these actresses like seeing this and then going, "How dare you?" It just I admire what they do, but it's just okay. It's distracting because when I'm looking at them, I'm looking at that rather than, and I'll totally forget what they're saying because all I can do, I can't help it. It's like in now Mike Myers didn't do it first in Austin Powers, but the whole moly mole thing, you know, where he's looking, all he notices is the mole, and he keeps accidentally saying stuff about the mole. And what other movie was that? Oh, it was done in Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck did it first. John Candy was talking to the principal, and all he could see was the big mole on her face, and he kept saying mole and everything he was. And so Mike Myers kind of borrowed that for Austin Powers. But yeah, so when somebody has excessive work done, I mean, honestly, too, did you see when You Know Who had the performers around him for the Medal of Freedom? He gave them the Medal of Freedom, and they all had the same. It was, even Gene Simmons. Yeah.
He's been like that a while. Yeah.
And all the women who work for the Trump administration, I hate to say that
word. Well, they call it Mar-a-Lago face.
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago face, right? Exactly.
Yeah, and it's, and I've seen side-by-side comparisons of them before and after, and it's like they look totally fine and good before. And after, again, it's like something from a sci-fi movie from outer space. They all have this bizarre. Everybody knows what I mean.
I think it kind of goes to like the culture of everything, you know. Like we all develop in certain cultures. Like we wear the hoodie. Like back in the day, we would have been wearing the toga. You know, the hoodie's pretty much become the toga for Americans in a way. It's like if archaeologists find out, you know, what were Americans wearing, they'll see the hoodie.
Well, the thing that the Jason, the thing that always got me is, of course, I'm in the Palm Springs area, Coachella Valley, and it could be 80, 90, 100 degrees outside, and I see people. Now, some could say, well, maybe they're keeping the sun off of them. But I walk around with an umbrella. I don't care what people think. But it's freaking 100 degrees outside and more, and people are wearing these long sleeves and the hoodies, and I'm thinking that, and it's ridiculous.
It's pretty much just what like society decides is cool. You know what I mean? And then when the upper class part of society thinks it's cool, then everybody hops on. It's kind of like the thing back in like Amsterdam when they all bought up tulips thinking they're gold, kind of, you know. So,
well, you know, I
that kind of
I
thing.
obviously don't follow the trend.
Kind of like a status or whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's like
I
right
can
now,
remake my face like The Sims, which, you know, I guess the closest thing that I could have done is my eyes. I was pretty much legally blind. I couldn't see past the foot in front of my face unless I had huge Coke bottle glass eyes, you know, eyeglasses on. So, and that surgery was terrifying.
well, they
had
tried
my eyes
lifting.
open like that guy in Clockwork Orange, man.
Yep.
And I'm just watching this scalpel coming towards my eye.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
And I had to stay completely awake for it. And they're like, we gave you some stuff to calm you down. It's like, well, I'm not really too calm right now.
No, they here's the thing. I actually later this month I have to go. They're gonna see about, they're not gonna do it yet, but my lower eyelids are drooping, which is causing my eyes to, you know, get all dry and all that. So they're considering possibly lifting the lower eyelid, which means they'll like graft skin off my hip or something. And, you know, but a doctor about not less than 20 years ago tried doing my right eye, but he didn't do it the way it was supposed to be done. And yeah, I was awake and it was terrifying and it didn't feel good, but it didn't work. So next, the end of this month, they're going to consider doing my lower eyelids because they are drooping, you know, and when I look straight ahead, you can see that there's more white on the bottom of my eyes. That's as far as getting work done. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to have that, but it's for my health. It's not for me to look.
Pretty much why I did it too is because of health.
Yeah.
Reasons.
And so
blind the rest of my life.
That I'm going to do, but it's also like, instead of say biological, for me, it's like the current trend. And you were talking about people jumping on a bandwagon. I see a current trend of like, I was looking at TerrorVision's website lately, and they're offering vinyl soundtracks and cassette soundtracks, but not really CDs. And I'm like, this whole thing of, or in VHS releases of newer indie horror movies. I think it's more of a hip thing. It's not, I don't think people actually.
I do kind of like seeing that though, because I still have my VHSs.
I do too. And I do have cassette. Sony still makes a boombox that has a cassette thing on it, but for practicality, I'm more a CD guy and stuff. So I think
social media, whatever it is at this point.
But when companies are offering, like recently, for instance, TerrorVision is offering a new 3 LP set of the My Bloody Valentine soundtrack. I have a 2 LP set from some years ago, but it's only on vinyl and cassette, not CD. And I'm
have
like,
you seen the digital cassettes they got now?
Which one?
Wow.
Which one, Jack?
Have you seen the new age digital sets? They're like little SD things, but they're like in the shape.
Yeah, I mean, if people like, I know, like for instance, we had James Dean on the show, the filmmaker, and he is so into right now collecting old used VHSs of horror movies, and he watches them on a TV that's just the, you know, a regular square screen. And I guess some people think that's fun and or even nostalgia, but for me, I never, even back then when it was all that was VHS, I didn't like the square and that you never got the full image and it was all softer. I'm thrilled with DVD and Blu-ray and even 4K. Although I will admit, now that I have a 4K TV and I've had a 4K player, but I just now got a 4K TV, and it's a 43-incher, so it's for me, it's pretty big. I don't notice much of a difference.
Todd, let me ask you a question.
Yes, Bill.
I hate people who preface things like that, but that
no, it's just because it sounded serious.
You're always calling crime poverty, and I understand that. How do you afford a 43-inch 4K TV? I can't afford that.
Well, I'll tell you how. I did have some money left over one month, and it wasn't even part of the Christmas sale, but Best Buy had a 40. Now, my old TV, my 2K, was an Insignia, which is made by Hisense, which Best Buy distributes because the Insignia is Best Buy's brand. Well, I had a 43-inch 2K TV for about the past 8 years. I happened to walk into Best Buy one day because I hadn't been in there in ages since they stopped selling movies, God damn them. And I saw... Stop that, Chris. No, I am not rich. That's like 30 years worth of collecting, okay? Come on. So basically, I walked into Best Buy, and I thought,
they were like,
wonder
"Oh, hey, Todd."
I am long time, Todd. But hey, even Best Buy employees are pissed off that Best Buy is not. They're selling movies on their website, but not in the store, and even employees are pissed about that. So I walked into Best Buy, and I just happened to, because I'm thinking, boy, how much are 4K TVs going for these days? And there they had the exact same Insignia 43-inch TV, has the same plugins and features and everything, which I was shocked, like for headphones and even for the RCA jacks for your VCR, all there. And it was $129.
That's not bad.
Oh my God.
It was,
TVs have come down. TVs are
well, here's
cheap.
the thing. It was $70 off. It was normally near
That's
200.
That's still a good price, you know.
That's still a good price.
Like for 3 more days, it was on sale for $129. And I thought, I have just enough left in my account to survive and, groceries and stuff. So I thought this was meant to be. So I used a card that I never use. There, I'll keep one aside for like an emergency for the car or something. And I thought $129 plus tax, of course, and I didn't get the warranty. But it was like, oh God. And it was the exact same TV I had before, but 4K. And I thought,
I'm blessed. I have a couple of friends in my family.
What did you do with your old one?
It's still sitting on the floor in front of my old TV, in front of my new TV. It's still sitting on the floor.
And what I'm doing too.
I don't know where to put it right now because as Chris showed, I have too many movies. So it's like, where...
You could open up a cool store at that point.
When did you get the 4K TV, the new TV?
It was after Christmas, before the end of the year, and they still had a sale going on for like 3 more days. So I got it right at.
We don't have Best Buy in this part of the country anymore. They've all gone the way of all flesh.
Really?
I got one like about 2 miles away from me still, thankfully.
In this valley, there's a Best Buy in Palm Springs. No, I'm sorry. There's a Best Buy here in Palm Desert, 1 mile down the road, and there's a Best Buy in La Quinta about 8 miles further. In that entire valley, 2 Best Buys. Now the reason they keep
play, man.
Well, Circuit City was always near Best Buy, but Circuit City went away. So Best Buy had to stick around because honestly, after Radio Shack disappeared, I was like, where am I going to get my little like connectors and adapters and stuff? Well, it turns out Best Buy has many of them, but Best Buy, if Best Buy would have disappeared, where are they going to get their stuff? And like Walmart wouldn't carry everything, and ordering online is not always the easiest solution. So you can go into
stuff like that.
If you can go into a store and see it all there, or ask someone, "Hey, where do you keep these adapters?" Boom, they got them. Instead of waiting, and asking someone a question in person, because when you go online, if you're not sure what you need, it's difficult. Like even with use our chat, our AI chat bot to help you. You can't get the answers you need. So that's why I appreciate that Best Buy is still around. But Best Buy, they have room for it. Bring back, even if it's just 2 sides, bring back the movies. Yeah. Oh, I hear an echo.
Do
you hear me echoing?
I don't.
I do.
Hold on.
Oh, this is weird.
You echo when I take my thing out. Hold on. Just stop.
Wait, what? Set talk? Now
Wait,
I'm
hold on.
fine. Nope. Now you echo like a robot, and I sound fine to me. Fuck this shit, man. It's so weird how.
I'll be right back.
Bill's good. Okay.
I get ice for my cola. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. No, it was weird because I would hear myself about 3 seconds after I spoke, and I sounded like when you were a robot.
Yeah.
So
it was odd. I was hearing like everybody's kind of going
Chris,
all of a sudden.
Well, Chris is not echoing.
Video viewers or something.
Well, Chris sounds like a robot to me.
Now? Right now?
Yeah.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I think it was your earbuds thing. I remember
I don't know why they always throw it off. Hold on.
We can understand you. It's what?
What was that, Jay?
No, Jason said something.
They might not be charged or something. Or
okay.
If it's low, it closes right.
I mean, we can understand you, Chris. It's just that you sound like you're doing one of those vocoder things for a rock
It sounds
song.
cool. We could turn it into a
It
song.
sounds cool. So, Jason, other than you said you got that cameo coming up, I mean, what's going on? You got any other big things?
The only thing I know is I'm gonna be in a cameo for a little bit. So
that's fun.
I don't know what's going on. I just got offered it. It's like, hey, I got a cameo for you. So I'm like, ooh.
Well, I'm still waiting. Robert Bowles, which movie was it he was working on? Not Killer. No, wait. He's working on a movie that shit, it's on the tip of my tongue, but he was going to shoot a scene with me late last year to put in the movie he's working on. And it hasn't happened yet. I haven't heard from him lately. So I'm hoping he's still going to, he said he made up a scene just for me because he now lives about less than 10 miles away from me. And so I'm hoping that he'll shoot a scene with me. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just, doing these little shot on camera cameos for like Killer Cox. And, that Johnny he had me shoot a scene for Killer Cox. And then Curse of the Ghost Rider. And he said he wants now to do something involved with the show, like have part of a podcast in the movie.
Wow, that'd be great.
That
may involve us, basically. He had me shoot a scene like a man witnessing something, and I'm being interviewed on the news, and I shot that scene, and I think we played it on the show at one point, but yeah, he said, no, I got this idea to do this. So apparently now he's gonna change my role in the movie and that. So all the stuff I've been doing for most movies have been remote cameos or my voice, because I'm still waiting. Robert Turman asked me in a thread too. He asked me if I was contacted yet to record my voice for Our Man Funk. And he hasn't. He's apparently supposed to do something for that. I'm supposed to do a little voice, just very brief, for Our Man Funk, but I haven't been contacted yet. So who knows? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Curse of the Ghost Rider. Yeah, and then later
they were angry, I think.
Well, later there's like a newscast about that incident, and there's a scene of me outside my apartment going, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. So, but apparently that's going to be put in the deleted scenes, and I'm going to be in something involved with the podcast instead. So either way, I said, I'm fine doing whatever they want me to do.
Well, while we're talking about Johnny, he sent me this.
Yes.
See that? He's got something coming up next week.
Oh, that's in New Jersey Convention Center. Wow. Yeah, he chatted with me. Johnny chatted with me last night. I guess he was back to working night shifts, and I was about to go to sleep, and then he started messaging me. So I was having a conversation with Johnny. It's so cool. It's so random too that he'll just pop up in the weirdest times in my messenger. I guess because he sees that I'm on. But yeah, it's so cool that I'm schmoozing with the filmmakers.
Great.
And
I also have. I'm also associate producer now on Nemesis 6.
Nice.
Thanks to my friends who helped me out that, and also I'm a producer in Wolf Tracker overseas in for Chris Sanders and
wow,
and that film over there. So it's supposed to be like a werewolf movie. And well, I was raised by a wolf family, so had
wow,
wolf.
It was your destiny.
Yeah,
Jason's
so I figured,
like
I need a werewolf movie that'd be that fit me. So
perfect.
Jason, we can consider you the most interesting man in the room.
I like being
the Wolf family thing. I was like, what more could he possibly make his life sound so interesting? And now it's Wolf family.
Now
wow.
It's Wolf man. Yeah.
All I got going for me are cock rings. So we had to throw that word in there when we're just, good, I got him. No, we love to have a good time here on the Todd Jaeger Experience.
Always.
What?
Hey, it's like like Detroit's Riff, man. I like it,
Well, I wanted to.
Topics are so far out there. I don't know what's going to be going on next.
For some reason, we
just like the Riff. I love it.
We know what we're talking about everything too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so speaking of new stuff, John Devlin just sent them out. But I have to carefully cover something on the here. I got this certain cover of Fallacies, the new edition, the 2025 version they revised. It has 3 new segments in it, and they added my voice as the opening narration intro. So I'm credited twice in the movie as the intro narration for the main film, and then I am the voice of the old man. They retitled the segment from Unglorious Hole to Unglory Hole. But my voice is in that, and I'm proud of that because Slade Wilson, who directed the segment, said, I can't quote him exactly. I have to look at the message, but he said, yes, that laughing voice is now part of cinema, a big part of cinematic history. Domitiano said I should cackle like the old lady in The Shining. That's kind of what I patterned it after. But I'm also in the documentary. I narrate the documentary, and you see me doing my laugh in the documentary on video, and I just am so proud of that. So this is one of like 2 or 3 different editions of Fallacies they released for this one, and I got number 1 of 100. And I'm covering up something because Mr. Michael there is holding something above the jack-o'-lantern, and I can't show you what it is. I think you get the idea. And then in the past, though, I can't believe I did this. I have the first release of Fallacies, the shorter version, and of course I have the limited Friday the 13th edition, and this one. Let me see here. This one was number 6 of 10. This was the rarer version. And then at the same time, he also released, I can show this one, the Innocent edition. And of 50 copies for this cover, I got number 1.
Wow.
So proud of that. And then, of course, there's this new one, which is the expanded version of the film. This is the version you want to see. I think they're sold out, but keep checking with John Devlin if anybody's really wants to have this movie. They put a lot of work into this. There's like how many 13 directors or something involved in this, and I would hate to think that only a few select people are going to get to see this. So check with John Devlin, because Dagon Films is expanding. They're going to be releasing more stuff, as well as some of Domiziano's films. So movies like What Have You Done, Daniel, and a few others are going to be released through Dagon here in North America. So also what was released, and there's not too much detail, so I could show this one without covering anything up. But the other film, Anthologies, this just was released. This particular, there was like 100 edition, 150 edition. This was only 20 copies made of this one. And I was fortunate to get, I'll have to cover it now. I got number 1 out of 20 for this one.
Hey,
so
wait a minute, that looks like that Starbucks mug.
Well, here's the thing. For people who don't know, Fallacies is a horror anthology. The central theme is the phallus. So and they're all very artistically done. It's not like porn, although there's very graphic footage in these films. It's not porn. Anthologies, a better way of putting this title would be the first part of Anthologies in capital letters, ANALOGs. That would be, now you get what this one's about. The horror anthology focused around, so, but those were just released. I just got mine like last week, actually. So everybody, check with John Devlin. I think they're all sold out. I don't know, but still check with John and Dagon Films. What do we got here?
You ain't from around here, are you?
Oh, Ash and Bone.
Fun around here. You're looking at it.
Ash and Bone by Harley Wallen.
Barn or something. Where is the McKinley? Where is it?
People around here don't really like to talk about it.
Pretty much one of the movies that made me work with Harley. So this one right here.
Hell yeah.
That guy keeps reminding me of Emil Hirsch.
Well, we do have our share of issues out here, Mr. Vanderbilt.
And Harley has such a great way of just hitting
story
good camera angle. I love the camera.
Yeah.
Real still. You try anything, and I'll cut your daughter's head off with a pair of scissors, and she will feel every second of it.
She's really getting under my skin.
Yep. It was this one here.
Now that's a really well done trailer.
Finding Nicole. Both those got me working with Harley. When I seen his quality work, and I actually got to be with him on Tale of Tales and Beneath Us All, I just knew Harley was a hell of a filmmaker. I can't say that enough. Are most of these available to obtain, like whether streaming? Oh yeah, you can buy all of those on Amazon. Actually, Amazon, or you can watch them on Tubi too. Most of them, I think.
Ash and Bone looks like something now. I would like. Yeah, Ash and Bone looks like one I would like to actually get the Blu-ray. Okay. Oh, on Tubi. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can see it on Tubi. Well, I'm pretty sure either that or Amazon. I know you can see.
And if I like them, I like to get the disc.
What filmmaker are you talking about?
His name is, what's the filmmaker's name?
Oh, Ash and Bone by Harley Wallen.
Ash and Bone?
Yep, Ash and Bone.
Okay,
that's a good one. It's kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's cool.
but still its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's so many that are, copying the formula, but that one looked on its own. It looked like its own thing. So I'd like to see that one. But I'll look
it up. It's actually really popular. So.
Oh, good. Well, and if I like it, then I'll probably mark it for my collection as far as getting a disc, because I do like.
I'll be happy to discuss it when you watch it one day. I mean, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh yeah. No, that'd be great.
All too. You can watch for me in the beginning. I'm like the Viking shaman who's like, all right, yeah, we did it right. So.
Well, then we should pick for a review for a movie. We should do Ash and Bone, and what's the other one underneath?
Beneath Us All.
Beneath Us All. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll definitely write those down and look for those on Tubi, because we need something refreshing after we started with those ITN releases, like the top.
It'd be really cool if we do like a South Korean night too, when we have like a discussion with some South Korean. So there's been some pretty good South Korean horror coming out there. I actually like some of it coming out, man.
Although I gotta say, I was not too big on the sadness.
Yeah.
That one, I heard all the hype, and I wasn't able to, so I went ahead and got the Raven Banner Blu-ray out of Canada, and then of course Vinegar Syndrome then put it out. But all the hype, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, it just didn't. It's just like Train to Busan was amazing, but the sequel just kind of didn't do much. So it's rare when you get the exact ones that just really stand out. So yeah,
I like that.
Have to do
the Kingdom or whatever with the medieval zombies. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot more zombie movies coming out again, because we Bury the Dead and all those. Suddenly there's all these zombie movies again, and it's hard to make.
Working on a new one too. Starting next month.
Oh, We Bury the Dead. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in
starting
seeing
on a new
them.
Night of the Living Dead or something like that, or Return
Oh
of the Living
man!
Dead.
Oh no! Well, I get a little hesitant with those because, like for it was Romero's Land of the Dead, I really wasn't too keen on. Diary of the Dead was interesting, but it's just so hard to make something.
I thought the Day of the Dead was the newer one was pretty good. I liked how they did the filmmaking, like the aspects of it,
Which one are you talking about?
The newer Day of the Dead.
There's a new Day of the Dead.
Or Dawn of the Dead.
I haven't.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. It's just that I'm getting kind of like burnt out on even if they're trying harder, I'm just getting burnt out on zombies, especially because they're making zombies. Like for instance, for me, 28 Days Later, those are not zombies, people. Stop calling them zombies. They're infected. But the marathon runner zombies bother me. And the one thing I would like to know, if anybody has an idea on this, even with The Walking Dead, we're talking about corpses. Maybe some virus keeps them animated, but I can't see how it would. And some of them are decaying and some of them are falling apart. But you notice their eyes are always nice and pretty and moist.
Mm-hmm.
And that just can't be. There's just no way possible that their eyes are all nice.
They have to see where they're going, Todd.
Yeah, I get. Well, still, it's just.
They got their eyes done. Canada.
Well, I mean, I guess because back then too, before all the CGI and stuff, how were they gonna, make the zombies sightless or something? But it's one thing that bothered me, and honestly. I know some people really love the Dawn of the Dead remake, but
that's the one
I didn't care for it. I mean, I was entertained.
Zack Snyder.
I like the film, the camera, the camera work.
Yeah, but it's just I didn't like that they all
beginning when they're panning out and the guy's like driving away. That's a great scene.
That's an
But
that
the whole-
opening
That is a
scene
great scene.
is
the whole thing that they don't, they don't have rigor mortis setting in. They're just all nice. They can run a lot better than they did when they were alive. And it's just too weird for me when they do that. I mean, if you saw the Robin Williams, the Bobcat Goldthwait film that Robin Williams did called World's Greatest Dad, he and a neighbor had this long conversation about how they preferred the shuffling Romero zombies. And I thought that was just such a great conversation. And again, it's all World's Greatest.
The shuffling ones to the running ones.
I do too, because to me, even say people, well, the shuffling ones, you can get around them. Well, not so much when they're in a big group. But for me, the fact that they are shuffling and slow is still terrifying because just getting around them. And if they're in a big group, it's still pretty scary. But making them run as fast as they can doesn't make any sense to me. It's I know it's just my opinion. People seem to love the Dawn of the Dead remake, but I enjoyed it. But it's just I prefer the original Dawn of the Dead, of course.
Oh hell yeah!
Day of the Dead
one, man. The original one is top notch.
And the thing about Day of the Dead was I remember when it was released.
That one was a hard one for me to watch, actually.
Yeah, the Varsity Theater in St. Louis, which then turned into a pharmacy, and then it turned into Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis, which is still there. I saw it there, and I remember thinking, God, I don't like these people in the movie. They're just arguing all the time. I just didn't. I don't know. And then years later, I was one of those people that kind of went, well, I want to watch it again, and I kind of appreciate it more. But
Cora, can you do me a favor and locate a patient for me? Edward Solomon?
Oh.
At the beginning?
Hit him backwards. Solomon Edward, he's upstairs in ICU. From a bite?
From a bite?
Hey.
Hey, you.
There's Justin Louis from Blood and Donuts.
That's not the one I was thinking of.
That was creepy, I'll admit. That bit.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, that is good.
Oh, fuck. Call an ambulance.
I mean, that was just so well done, the acting, man.
And at the time,
yeah.
Like totally different take on the zombie.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Just that scene's just
blew you away.
Yeah. No, there's a lot to admire, but my biggest problem was the marathon runner zombies, and honestly, I don't know. I'm not a prude, but I thought that one sex scene that was tacked in was kind of tacky.
Look up the road. There's a lot more of them. Why are they coming here?
Maybe they're coming for us.
There's a man going round taking names. And he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody.
It'd definitely be a wild party. That's for sure.
There'll be a goal.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, there's enough to admire in it, but my biggest problem was that they all ran so fast, and also, like you said, I felt that the sex scene between the two in the mall was just so tacky. It just like suddenly they're fucking against a thing in the mall, and I was like, but no, there's enough to like about it, and I have it on DVD because I didn't see it in the theater. I just wasn't sure if I was interested, but when it came out on DVD, I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. And I don't regret buying it. I just the other what I was really pleased was Jason and y'all, did you see Anna in the Apocalypse?
Actually, no.
The Scottish holiday zombie musical.
No.
All the zombies in that were shuffling zombies, and I appreciated that. And plus, she had musical numbers, so they're like a Bollywood film. But no, I just think that if they're dead, unless there's some better explanation, like, well, because of the virus, it does something to the nerves and the muscles, and it allows them to, if they explain something. But otherwise, the fact of just having them run 1,000,000 miles an hour pissed me off. So
it is what it
again, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. So hey, Bill, welcome back. We were just doing our zombie thing. I don't know if zombies aren't your thing much, are they?
Not really, but I've seen my share.
Yeah, there's some good ones. Oh, we got the I Heart Horror thing.
Whoa,
Yeah.
what's this?
Oh yeah.
He has an axe to grind. Who is that?
Well, you're part of that with Johnny.
I sure am. Sure am.
Hell yeah.
You got axe to grind.
Who's Johnny?
Who's
Johnny Necro.
Oh, Johnny.
No, you're there with Frank Roma. I'm
Frank.
sorry, Frank. Okay, I thought it was Johnny. Johnny was going to be there.
Johnny's not part of that.
Next Saturday, right, Paul?
Next Saturday.
Hell
Next
yeah.
Saturday, 11 to 7. We will be there.
Get some footage for us, man.
Lots of stuff to do.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I'm
Definitely
jealous.
get some footage for us.
There we are. Keep scrolling down. You'll see it somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we love all these people.
Although
but
I will say,
let's go
the
right
red,
to who
white,
we
and
wanna-
blue is confusing me though.
Go right to the real stuff.
The red, white, and blue stuff makes me
Ah,
look like
there
it's
we go.
something
There's
patriotic.
Gotta love Trauma, man.
Who's this
They're
guy?
probably one of my
Frank.
favorite
Keep scrolling.
indie
Scrolling.
film groups. I love Trauma.
Scrolling.
There he is.
Oh, there.
Hell yeah.
There we
There's
are.
Bill
Looking
right.
snazzy there, Bill.
wearing the
Looking
famous outfit.
My favorite picture ever that was taken by a great photographer named Robert Butcher, who's an award-winning photographer. He gave me such a break on that photo session, and I love that picture. I love everything about it.
It's a nice picture, man.
I love everything about that picture. I love what I'm wearing. I love the way
Yeah.
he had me do that thing with my foot, which I thought was corny when he suggested it, but I did it and it looks great. It's got that "Hey Sailor" look.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It's like hello, sailor.
Hello, Sailor. It's got that look, but it's also got just a friendly look to it. I like it,
Yeah.
and I like
No,
that I'm not being over theatrical, which I sometimes get in pictures when I like do a little over emphatic smile.
It's definitive, Bill.
There, I'm not doing it, so I really like that.
It looks great. It looks great.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
So that's at
No, I really would love to get to go to one of those things, but the closest they ever are in Los Angeles, and that's say hour and a half, 2 hours away, depending where in LA. But I will not drive to Los Angeles myself. It's too vast and overwhelming and terrifying for me. So if I go with somebody, yeah, I'll go. But I'm really upset that I missed out on the 50th anniversary Space 1999 convention they had. And there's just so many great things going on like that in Los Angeles, but I don't want to do it alone. And we don't really have anything like that in my area, except in Palm Springs. Recently, they had the retro convention that had all the actors that were like from sitcoms from the 60s and 70s and Saturday morning shows and stuff like that. And it was all this big retro fan convention in Palm Springs. And I again, then it's also that they're expensive. So kind of hard for me to do this thing.
Yeah, and there's plenty of stuff there to buy too, right?
Oh my God, yeah. And boy, when I saw the prices on what some people wanted for autographs.
Oh yeah, Hamill wants $400 just for an autograph.
Isn't it Shatner wants well over 100, I think, for autographs and stuff. And I was like, when I got to meet Eileen Dietz, from The Exorcist, and I got an autograph. She autographed my copy of the original DVD release of The Exorcist, the first one with the old Warner logo on it. And I had her autograph a photo for Neil and Annabelle. And I didn't realize how much that was going to cost. But I spent like $120.
What do you think I should charge for an autograph at this thing next Saturday?
$10 and a kiss.
$10.
What have you charged before, Bill? Anywhere or no?
I've never been to one of these things before. I'm a virgin on these
oh wow
conventions. I went to one convention, but I didn't go to do pictures and stuff. I went because a short film that I made 10 years ago was shown in Atlanta at Dragon Con, and the biggest thing about that was, I got not besieged, but I got approached by several fans of Kabuki Man, they recognized me from that.
Nice.
But also, I sat on a panel with Lou Ferrigno and Tippi Hedren. Well, that was pretty exciting.
Oh, that was
very, very nice.
Yeah, and they were both. And by the way, Tippi Hedren, who is Melanie Griffith's mother, right, had less work done than her daughter had done, and she looked younger than her daughter.
Wow,
she was really nice too. She was really nice.
Well, I would say
both really nice people.
I would say if you're not, are you guys going to have photos or anything, or you just think people will bring things for you to sign?
No,
okay.
We're going to have photos. I can sell the photos. I can take a picture with somebody, okay, and then autograph the picture. And what should I charge for an autograph? That's what I want to know.
Well, unless you, for instance, you had to pay the convention so much and you need to recoup money back. For me, I would be the kind of guy that would be like, I would be pretty cheap myself. I would be like, oh, you want me to sign that? $10 maybe. But because, some people, like in Once and Future Smash, it was $20. Remember, you guys were charging $20 at your table. But for me, I really wouldn't know. For me, I wouldn't care about the money unless I was having to owe money to the convention. So I would make it so that people will go, hey, he's not charging $50 to $100 for something. And, maybe you get more people come to you because you're more open.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Maybe you'll get more people because, like you said, a lot of these people charge such outrageous prices,
right?
And they probably
and then they wonder why they're not selling a lot. Yeah,
and they won't get as personal as an experience they would get with Bill.
Then if you have any merchandise, they might actually buy the merchandise to offset the price of the low price of the ticket.
I have trading cards for Psycho Ape, Once a Future Smash, and Special Needs Revolt. I have trading cards for those. Or show cards for those.
I would do like $25 for a picture or something, just to get them over there.
Card, if I sign the card, I might be able to charge
like $5 extra or something each thing.
Yeah, I see. I never understood because some of these stars that are charging $50, $100 or more. Honestly, I don't think of them as being the biggest deal anyway. So I think it's outrageous that what they charge. But I would be very cheap with myself.
I have a friend named Chris Sarandon, who you probably know.
Yep.
He's a really, really nice fella, really nice guy. Just super nice. He goes to these things and he lives off these things. So but of course he's got Princess Bride, the night before Christmas, Dog Day Afternoon.
Probably Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Well, Fright Night is what a lot of people know him from.
Fright Night, and something else. He's got dozens of Child's Play.
Yeah,
Child's Play, the original Child's Play.
Yeah.
So he makes a lot. I think I never asked him how much he made, but I know he goes to these things and does pretty well at them. But of course, he's Chris Sarandon. So
yeah, he is kind of a big deal. Yeah. But I mean, some of the ones, and even people like Kane Hodder, or even, you know, if people knew John Dugan was the grandpa and that, I could see how they could get more. But some of these,
John gets quite a bit of money, I think.
Yeah, and I just, but for me,
like, pictures with grandpa is expensive.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah.
Pictures with grandpa is quite expensive.
Yeah, that's his grandpa. Yeah, right.
But for me, I mean, I guess it's because I'm not a big actor like you guys and stuff. But if I didn't need solely to make the money to live off of, I would be like really cheap, and people would be like, hey man, he's, you know, because they would know you, not because you're just being cheap. But I was like, I think you would get more people because they would be able to afford and spend more if they were, you know, able to pay less. So I don't know, whatever you would decide, but for me, I would be really, really low on it so that you could get more attention and people.
Yeah, I'd bring more merchandise. That's what I would do. I'd bring more stuff that you want to move or get rid of, or you don't want anymore.
And if they want you to sign something that they brought, which people do, because I can't remember if Eileen charged me to autograph the Exorcist DVD, because I bought her book and she autographed that. And I got a couple pictures with her. And see, I honestly don't know if she charged me for just getting a picture with her on my phone. But I know that I wound up spending about $129.
Eileen who?
For Eileen Dietz. And for everything. But no, Bill, I think I mean, get some advice from
I will.
Frank or anybody there, if you know anybody there.
I'd ask them what they, you know, at that convention center, what they do.
Yep.
Someday you've got to autograph my Kabuki, man. Although I am connected to you with that anyway, because you're wearing our shirt in the interview on the disc. So I got that claim to make.
That T-shirt is so great. Oh my God.
It is. I was shocked that Neil did it. I thought he was joking.
So thrilled. What a T-shirt that was. That's one of my favorite T-shirts.
Yeah, it's different because people do ask, "What is that?" You know, because they can't grasp what it is, and you have to explain it, and then they like, "Oh, I got to see the movie now."
Yeah.
So it's and by the way, I was shocked. I hadn't. What? Go ahead.
And by the way, Richard Parks, who does the trading cards, is sending me a special shipment. He's emailing it today or tomorrow of our scene from Psycho 8 2.
Because all I ever had was that secret. I had that secret photo I kept, and I was hoping that would make it. Huh?
Have you got a card with that on it?
No, you sent me an image of it, and I kept that. You know,
he's sending me some to Woodstock and some to New York, depending on which gets there first. Because I'm leaving from New York with Frank on Saturday, and hopefully the cards will either arrive in Woodstock by Friday when we're leaving for New York, or on Saturday when I get to New York City.
Now, is it an individual card of our scene, or is it part of a series? Because I would like one.
Yeah, it's an individual card with that image of you giving me the strap.
Well, perhaps one day you could send me one, maybe.
Oh, for sure, totally.
Because I would show that off. I would be like, even the customers, I'd be like, look at this is my scene.
Or Richard could send you some. You could text me your address so that I have it.
All right. Yeah.
No.
I was hoping that would happen because I was sad that I only have the only card set I have is Psycho Ape. I don't have the set for Psycho Ape 2, and I know that card you're talking about was not included in that set. And I was hoping that it would get out somehow, and now here it is. So, yeah, because let's face it, man, that scene, it's what, at the most, it's like 15 seconds, maybe at the most. And yet people remember that. They remember that.
Because Bill naked on the couch, that's the most talked about scene.
Yeah.
That one too. Those two scenes.
But our scene came on so quick. Our scene came on so quickly and so randomly that it catches people off guard. And at first they're like, what am I seeing here? What? And I think that was so effective. And I'm grateful to Greg for keeping that in.
And keeping it in. And on top of that, see, there's a button on that scene when I wake up from my dream and I give this lewd look, like I really enjoyed that, you know.
Well, she says, I had the most incredible dream, and you said, me too.
My lips.
Well, what can I say? I'm incredible, and I give it a good.
Yeah, my dreamboat.
Oh well, I know I've told this story a million times, but what I think is so funny is that it's like, did they know ahead of time what we were going to actually do when we were standing there? Did they actually know? Because the funny thing was, I thought I was just going to hit you once with it, and that was it. But they stood there. They just stood there. Nobody said a word. And of course, I didn't want to to ruin it. So I just took a quick pause and I hit you again, and they still didn't say anything. So I kind of placed my hand and I just gave you a third strap. And then I figured they're probably going to say that's it. So that's why I kind of held it up again like this. And then they said, okay.
And to this
day, but they asked me
ahead of time not to say.
I wish you had gone on and done it again, but that's me.
Well, the funny thing too was, after I hit you a third time and I just kind of did a pause, they asked me, instead of saying, okay, that's good, or cut, I forgot which one. I think it was Greg said to me, okay, Todd, was that good? Was that good? Like, were you satisfied with that? And I just kind of stood there and went, yeah, was it good for you guys? Because I was shocked. They were asking me, like, no, I could have said, no, I want to do this again.
I think they were both a little shocked. I think they're both.
They were asking for my approval.
No,
I could have said,
I
want more. Well, then they said for Bill. Then they said Bill was, Bill, was that, if they asked you. But I could have said, no, you know what? I want to do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Probably would have said, okay, because again, Greg and Bill were standing there kind of like they didn't know what was going to happen. They were a little stunned.
Yeah, right.
But what was so funny is after I said,
Bill just posted up in a fucking section.
Well, I actually, if you looked on my leather jacket, I had chrome cock rings on both shoulders. But I said, after I said, yeah, was that okay for you guys? They were like, yeah, well, that's a wrap for Todd Jaeger. And then I could see Dolores and I could see Phil Proctor sitting over there just smiling, and I made it because they were all applauding my achievement there, and I'll never forget that. It just was so wonderful. I was kind of sad though, because of the time limitation of the movie, that I really hope one day they will release the footage that we shot out in the alley. And when I'm you're trying to eat cheesecake and I'm pulling on a collar on your neck. We did all of that. And they just didn't use it.
Other movie.
It was
here's the fun part about the alley scene. I wore my jorts in jean shorts. When we walked out into the alley, I'm wearing the leather jacket and the jean shorts and my socks and sandals. And then, because we go out into the alley and they're setting it up, And then they're like, okay, Todd, we're ready. So I dropped my jean shorts and I'm just wearing that leather jock strap with my leather
Dropped
jacket.
your jorts.
Dropped my jorts, and I'm standing there in an alley with this. And I'm thinking, what if somebody comes in this alley? They're going to look right at me. But then, of course, Bill, of course, you dropped your pants too, because you were like, when you saw me, your pants fell down. But the thing
What if
was,
somebody comes in this alley?
yeah,
what
and guess
what
what
a shame
happened?
that would be.
So the alley was like an L. And so the road went that way, and then the one road went right to the main street, and you could see cars going by. An employee from some workplace came walking into the alley with one of those boats filled with cardboard to throw in the thing. And here he comes. And I kind of kept my lips together in case they were filming, because I figured they wouldn't use the sound. I kind of went, someone's coming. And that's why I was saying I was worried I was worried I ruined the shot later when I said, oh, I said something and I hope they didn't. And I said, well, they can edit, you know, but here comes this guy with this boat full of cardboard. And he kind of acted like, well, no big deal. They're making a movie, you know, but there I was standing there like that with jean shorts around my ankles and a pill. And I thought, oh God, you know, at least a cop car didn't pull through, or somebody with a family, you know, and I was just, and then of course, after all of that, the footage was not used. And so I'm hoping that one day I know you're going to put out, they're going to put out a double feature. I know you guys did the commentary for, but I'm hoping that one day they will have a mega deleted scenes, like an hour of deleted scenes, and show the footage from the alley. And I thought the footage of you trying to eat your cheesecake and I'm yanking on a chain attached to a collar around your neck. I thought that was so funny. And yet, yeah, the only thing that made it into the movie was like 15 seconds of me going, and that's it.
And speaking of commentary, I'm about to do commentary on Special Needs Revolt. We're recording that in the next couple of weeks.
Well, then it's a good thing. I would say in a way, it's a good thing I didn't get the Blu-ray for that, because then there'll be an edition with commentary.
Right.
That would be the definitive. Okay, that's no.
And it may be produced by Liam Regan from the UK, you know, Liam Regan of My Bloody Valentine, and I think My Bloody Valentine, right? No.
The original or
the
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, My Bloody Banjo. That was it.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say, I've seen stuff from that. I haven't seen the whole movie, but I've seen bits from that.
My Bloody Banjo and Eating Miss something or other. Eating Miss Cartwright.
Eating Miss Campbell.
Yeah. Eating Miss Campbell. Yeah. Wow. One day I hope to do a commentary. A problem is I'd have too much to say, I'm sure. But the thing is, I told Thor Johnson, who was the director.
The movie would be ending and Todd would still be talking as.
Yeah, I know. I got the gift of gab, folks. I admit it. And I think that's probably why I'm still single. But
there's a commentary by Michael and AJ and me on the Once and Future Smash. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I was gonna actually watch it again, probably Monday or Tuesday, and do the commentary because I haven't watched it with the commentary yet. So
I think we're all on the same track. I think it was all three of us doing the work.
Well.
That's nice.
Let's see. Besides my 2 cards from Michael and Sophia, which I kept in there, let me look here on the back of the Once and Future Smash. It says producer commentary and actor commentary. Right. And then it says interviews with Bill Weeden, Neil Jones, Michael St. Michaels, and AJ Cutler.
Right.
Oh, there's folks. This is a must-have. It has both Once and Future Smash and End Zone 2 with tons of extras. You'll see my name in the thank yous. I was proud of that. And then, of course, if you were really lucky, you got the slip cover.
That's what
which is on my shirt.
Right.
And I also
that's the first time I've seen that T-shirt. Did you have that made or something like that?
No, it's sold on. I don't know if it's sold on Not Without Your Head, but I think it might be sold on Michael and Sophia's Launchover website.
Okay.
Because there are T-shirts with touchdown and stuff that are on their website. I want to get a touchdown T-shirt. But I want the shirt with you on it, Bill, where you're going touchdown. I would love a shirt like that. Yeah. And I also have at the Once and Future Smash premiere, they were handing out little, I guess they were ceramic pins of this Smash Mouth face. So I got that, and I got I think it's inside. Yes, I have the Smash Mouth sticker.
Right.
And of course, the discs are Smash Mouth and a football.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was one of the contributors to the campaign, so I got the goodies and I got my name in the thank yous, which I'm proud because this movie is, I mean, even though and not to criticize style, but when you're watching it, it's obvious it's a mockumentary. You can tell that it wasn't. You'd think, oh, is this a real documentary? You can tell it's a mockumentary, but I just love the whole. I don't know, the whole thing. It's just a must-have. It's going to be a classic. It's very well done. It's going to be a classic. And yeah, I just think it's amazing. Although the one thing that confused me about the film is this. Your names, like you were William Mouth, and then Michael was, I forgot what his name was.
Mikey Smash.
But then for End Zone 2, they called the character Smash Mouth. Or right. End Zone, because but it also relates to your names. It gets mind-boggling there for a moment for me. But once I got used to it, I went with the flow.
I can explain all that, if you want.
Okay, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'll explain it sometime. It's not worth going into.
Oh, okay. Well,
you want me to? I mean, I think
I know if you have insight.
I think our characters took the name Mikey Smash and William Mouth so that we could use Smash and Mouth as part of our professional names. I think that's what happened because we were both very delusional, as you must have been able to figure out from the movie. We're both totally delusional, and we think we're big stars. I mean, it's like we're just borderline insane, both of our characters.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too that confused me for a while was AJ, known as AJ, and you could see it was AJ in End Zone 2, and I was like, wait, what? And then you find out that AJ was the son of the actor in End Zone 2, and that actor named his son AJ after the character from End Zone 2, and I was like, oh, but it took a while to figure that out because they didn't explain it for the longest time.
And AJ Cutler, by the way, is wonderful in that movie.
He is.
He's just incredibly good. I mean, and he never had acted, but he's just natural. He's just complete.
Well, that scene where you hug him after he's humiliated in the thing, Todd, it really kind of made me go, oh,
yeah.
I really felt it.
That's a very touching scene, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a fun. Although he got kind of in a way though. The fact that he felt he had to stay I don't want to spoil it, but where he stays at the end of the movie I won't ruin it for people, kind of made me feel sad too, because he could have just said, screw it. I don't need to hold up that little promise I made. Cause you guys, not you, but Mikey Smash kind of like screwed him over in court.
Mikey,
I was like,
Mikey, I know that Michael and Sophia and Neil chose the actors, Michael and me, to be kind of what they wanted the characters to be.
Yeah.
Because they knew that Michael is one kind of person and I'm another kind of person, and they wanted the characters to be basically versions of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael's a hard ass. He's kind of a hard ass and kind of you know, he's exactly what he is, and I'm kind of nerdy and exactly what they wanted William Mouth to be. You know, when I say much softer in tone, you know.
Well, it's interesting too, because when I was at Screamfest, I know we showed the photo last week or the week before of me at Screamfest with Michael St. Michael's, and that I'm thinking does he have a daughter named Victoria? Because there was a young girl there wearing a greasy hat, and her name was Victoria, and her and I chatted. She was sitting right next to Michael, and I even her and I have even texted each other. And then there was a woman with Michael that I was thinking was his wife, maybe.
He's not married.
He's not? Okay, well, then he was there with a woman who gave me a candy, and he was there with this younger gal, Victoria, and they were the three of them were there together.
Maybe he's married now. I mean, the movie was shot 6 years ago this weekend. Yep. Did you know that? It was shot in 2020 on Valentine's Day weekend. So it was shot in one weekend.
Wait a minute. Was it shot in 2020? Because COVID hit in March.
It was shot in February of 2020, and COVID hit the next month.
February. I'm sorry, February. That's right.
That's
right
what
before
happened
COVID.
We would not have been able to do the movie if it had been scheduled for a month later. We would.
Right. I'm sorry. I was, for some reason, maybe it's because of lack of sleep, I've been thinking February was later. Oh God, I do need a nap this afternoon.
Right.
No, okay. No, I get it. I understand. But I don't know if Michael had shown up. I don't know if he would want to answer it, but I should just text Victoria and say, hey, what relation are you to Michael? Because you and that other woman he was sitting in between the two and they were there together.
I mean,
so I want to get my facts straight before I say, well, he was there with his girlfriend or his wife. I don't want to say that because I don't know who they were in relation to him. The Todd Jaeger experience would go, oh, okay. I thought it was another snarky comment. You know, the whole CUNT and cock rings thing. That's a great tag for our show, but I don't think we could use it uncensored.
Cock rings and cunts. The Todd Jaeger experience. That's so funny. I told Dolores about that one.
I love it. I love it. I heartily endorse it. It would just be a manner of publicly being able to get away with it.
That's going to be the name of the movie.
Yeah.
The Todd Jaeger
could
movie.
you imagine a Todd Jaeger movie? Oh my God.
Made a Disney movie called Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Oh, knob something and breadsticks. Yeah.
We'll be having a script read for that.
Knob polishers and breadsticks. I don't know, something along that line. Oh God. No, I would be sorry to say that they would have to try to edit the movie down from 3.5 hours, and
I'm going to bug out now, guys.
Oh, well, thanks for being here, Bill. You know we want you here anytime.
I want to I think when I leave, Michael will probably come on because he didn't want to be here with me. I'm just kidding.
We'll see. Well, we'll see, Bill. We'll see.
Even if he doesn't, it happens, and I understand. But no, we always can rely on Bill to give us pizzazz and pep vim and verve to the show.
To give you what? I'm sorry, I missed the word.
Pizzazz and pep vim and verve.
Pep vim and verve.
Wow.
That's
like from the song.
Weren't they the elves from Rice Krispies? Oh, that was Snap, Crackle, and Pop. This is
no, but there's a song. Pep vim and verve, zip zing and ginger. Gonna have pep vim and verve. Yeah, it's an old song.
That's like Chris Pratt and Oliver Platt, wasn't it?
Chris.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're gonna have to play that.
How do I get out, guys? How do I
At
get
the
out?
red square. There's a red square with an arrow in it below.
Bye, Bill. I'll get you out, Bill.
Oh, he'll get you out.
Red Square's in Moscow.
I can't believe he brought up the Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt thing. We're going to have to play that. Let's see. Jason's never seen this. I know Jason hasn't.
Still can't
And
get it out.
I think after the fourth verse, it's about 1 minute and 40 in. Oh, there's nope. Bill is get back in. Yeah, I did this. Oh, here it is. Nope, it's something else. Oh. What the fuck? Man.
What? His spine shattered by an enemy IED. Action Man is crippled by constant pain. With his bowels out of action, only a colostomy bag can save him from disaster.
Reloading.
But despite his injuries, there can be no rest.
That's what for me.
Pretty much it, too.
You know that, and people don't realize this, and I'm 100% sure that the voice was Matt Berry. He's in What We Do
Probably
in the Shadows. Yeah, I know that's Matt Berry because there's only one man that has that exact voice. That's Matt Berry. I adore him. I have his Toast of London DVD set. He's the voice of the Minotaur guy or Centaur in Crepopolis. He was in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place and Man to Man with Dean Lerner. Matt Berry is just I have one of his CDs. He does music as well. So that was Matt Berry. But if sometime you can find the Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt one, we got to show that because it's just I can't believe I came up with that. And after the fourth verse, you can cut it because the video goes on for like 9 minutes because I show all the outtakes after that. And that's just a lot of me cussing. Because I keep fucking up and I'm like, ah! And I just, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep it all in. If people want to keep watching it, that's fine. But no, I'm not big on Chris Pratt, but what rhymes is Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt. And so I did 4 separate videos. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, I should put them all together for one song. And that's if you ever find that one, we'll have to play it. But it's my pride and joy because I mentioned such bands as King Missile and Granville Automatic in it. And there's, I mentioned Donna Summer and, Toot Toot Beep Beep. And there's just everything in my brilliant little creation. So. Anyway.
I'll get it. I got it, Todd.
Okay. Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
I think so.
I am proud of this. And by the way, before you play it, it may mention it in the beginning of the video, but I say that this was the hit song for the annual Enema Phi Delta gala. That's a fraternity, Enema Phi Delta.
Enema.
Yeah, get it? Okay.
Get it?
Okay. So, did you say you have it or? I'm Chris. Did you say you have it? Because I'm just sitting here because I don't know if we're supposed to wait for it or go on.
I got it. Oh, I got it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, the glasses.
And here we go.
Get ready.
Who's that guy?
That's me about 10 years ago or 11 years ago. Here we go. I paused.
Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, dancing down the street. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, see those dancing feet. Sometimes chubby, oh so chubby, isn't it so neat? Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, dancing down the street. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, eat a plate of meat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, taste the can't be beat. There's no gristle, they love King Missile, such a tasty treat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, eat a plate of meat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, away at a retreat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, relaxing nice and sweet. They watch Static and Gramble Automatic with Long Island iced tea. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, away at a retreat.
There's one more.
Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, singing Donna Summer Sweet. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt.
Beep, beep.
Last Dance quietly, Bad Girls Medley, drinking reunion. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt.
Beep, beep. Toot, toot. Beep, beep.
And that's it.
That's hilarious.
I am proud of that. I just, and you know,
That's
the
good.
rest of the video, if people care to look it up,
I picked the wrong
Warren, you're the greatest. And it's just the funny thing is, you saw how fast I was having to recite that stuff and like bringing up the t-shirt and doing it all just precisely in beat was really hard to do. Like with the Long Island iced tea, because if you watch the outtakes that follow after that, it's me fucking up constantly and just going off and it was really
Pretty much.
Uh-oh. Todd got hit by the airbag.
Yeah, I know. The video itself, if you were to try to look up Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt on Vimeo, unless you're logged in, you won't find it because it's mature listed because of the cussing. So here's how you can get around that. I think if you Google Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, Todd Jaeger, it will come up, and then the link you get there will take you directly to it. But there's like the whole thing runs on for like 9 minutes because I just thought these are too funny. I've got to leave in all of the outtakes. And then I think I do the at the end of each individual video, when you watch them separately, I always do my signature that where I would take a sip out of a straw and go, ah. And I did that at the end of each one, but I cut that for the 4 verse. But if you watch the outtakes, you get then a recap of all of the close. It's just everything is there. I couldn't cut anything out. So go there, watch the rest of it, get some laughs because that was hard to do. That really was. Because you notice I had to when I said they watch Static and Granville Automatic, I had to hold up the DVD, throw it down, and grab the poster and make sure I had the poster right. So it was nearly impossible, but I pulled it off, and I'm proud of that. And as you saw, now people I think I'm crazier than they always thought I am. So no, it's a catchy song, right? I'm not rapping. I don't think I'm rapping. Oh no. Okay, well, Jason's seen this.
Fancy crackers in my pants, take a chance, watch me dance. Fancy crackers in my pants, they're delicious.
Did you see the I Miss Prison Sex magnet? Plus the hippie dick magnets, the sirloin Dr. Zoomis magnet, and then of course my astral plane. I had to cram everything I could into that one shot, so people watching that have to pause it.
Like Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, I'm no Stanley Kubrick. I wouldn't want to claim to be. I'm more of a. I don't know who I could compare myself to. I really can't. I'm Todd.
Rick Rubin.
You're Todd. Oh yeah.
I'm Todd. That's just it's all about prints and cock rings.
It's all about the cock rings.
Oh,
and movies.
Well, actually, folks, let me reach over here. I guess because I've showed this before, but some people are going, Todd, what are you talking about? And this is just what I wear as a wristband, basically. But this is the one I like to wear. And people are like, wait a minute, how do you work that contraption? Well, I'm not going to demonstrate, but I will tell.
Patreon.
That's on the Patreon. Yeah.
That's on the OnlyFans, which I don't have. But no,
Link in
it's
the
just
bio.
The other thing is, like I said, this and the other one are more practical. The chrome rings are not as practical in a way that, let's just say you're done with all your fun and you need to take them off. Sometimes you can't with the chrome rings, and it's yeah.
Why am I seeing like a Lord of the Rings parody in your future? Something.
Well, are you going to show that one photo? Thou shalt not pass. Okay.
Lord of the Cock
Rings. I'm pretty sure there was a parody porn with that title.
I'm sure there was.
Not with midgets and cock rings, there weren't.
All right.
They'll get the guy that was in
cunts.
Remember the movie Little Big Man? Well,
yeah.
there was a hetero porn with a little person. He was wearing it's called Little Big Dong. And I do have that on VHS. I will confess.
Like they call me Bruce.
Yeah. And, I was saying it would have been really funny if Thor Johnson, who directed Rural Erections, the classic that is in, if he would have just asked to do it, if he just said, let's do a commentary for that, I would have had plenty to say. We had some very fun anecdotes talking over scenes where you're distracted because of all the stuff going on. But one day, folks, we'll get a Todd Jaeger experience on a broader sense, and really,
I can see it.
Mess with your head big time. But
both heads.
Otherwise, I'm just here to make you smile, and I can, like, there were customers last night at work. They were coming to see Wuthering Heights, a lot of them. So I would have ready on my, I don't know. Okay, a lot of people said they loved it. One person walked out early, said it was boring, and one woman came out and said she was funny. She comes out and goes, "Well, that was fucking awful." So I don't know. It's up to you. And she just said it to me, and I love it when customers, especially when you have seniors, like nice looking little old ladies, come out and just throw F-bombs, and I love them. I want to hug them because it's like they can be themselves in front of me. But I was holding up my phone with two different images from Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights videos. And I would say, are you familiar with Kate Bush? And they go, well, I know Running Up That Hill. I'm like, no, you got to watch Wuthering Heights. So I was educating people to that. If they were coming to see Dracula, I would tell them, you got to see Near Dark. You got to see Blood and Donuts.
That Nursing Home Dracula book. That's what you got.
Yeah, Nursing Home Dracula. Well, especially when that comes out. And then I would say, you got to see Midnight Sun. And people were just like, wow. And they were like, you're really enhancing my life. And I'm like, that's Todd quality. So I like to do what I can. By the way, this would be a good one for Jason too. I don't know. And this is more dramatic, but it gets a little more twisted near the end. Have any of you ever seen Suspension?
No.
It's from 2008, very low budget. But like you see this here, there's an image of that in the movie, and the guy is like getting out of the van and walking around, and you're like, how did they do that? There's a lot of that in this movie where basically a guy and his wife and child are in a car wreck with this woman and her husband. The guy's wife and child dies, and her husband dies. And as he's fiddling around with the VCR VHS camera that his son had because it broke in the crash. As he gets it back to working order, it turns out that if he ever hits pause on the camera, he can stop time. And so this guy sees her again, and he wants to try to help her because she's grieving. So he keeps like getting near her, pausing time, and then doing little things. But then after a while, what can that power do? It corrupts you. So let's just say he gets a little stalkerish, and that's all I'm going to say about it. So it is low budget. Don't expect an extravaganza of special effects. You do get a lot of cool scenes that I just wonder how they did it. I think there might be in the extras explanations, but give this one a chance. It's from 2008, I believe. It's called Suspension. And either critics really got it and thought it was pretty cool, or they had to pick it apart. But I love it. It's I don't know if it's on streaming anywhere, but I bought it on DVD. It's from Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Warner Brothers didn't release it to theaters, but they put it out on DVD. There's the Warner Brothers symbol right there. So yeah, I was shocked that it was a Warner Brothers release. I love it. Suspension. You may not like it.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's I mean, this cover's weird because I think if they would have made her a little bit smaller, because there's the guy reaching over her shoulder. Because like the first thing you notice is her, and you're like, ah. But because it's just not I'm not saying she's horrible to look at. I'm just saying that's the first thing you see. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. So you see her, then you notice what's going on around it. Okay. But Suspension, I highly recommend it.
Paper bag slip cover.
But yeah, give this one a chance. And where's the other? Wild Eye releasing, which by the way, I'm happy to announce that Adam Freeman's from Deadly Dealings that I was an executive producer on. Yeah, Bill, no, I am not rich. And no, this was when I had a couple extra bucks and I could, get my name in the movie. But Wild Eye Vinegar Syndrome is going to be releasing Deadly Dealings, and it's also going to be releasing his newest film remake of Scream Dream. And so I'm speaking of all of that because the original Scream Dream from like 1989 or something is being re-released through Wild Eye's Visual Vengeance label. I don't know if any of you have heard of this. So they've got 20 so far, and if you go to Diabolic DVD under Visual Vengeance, they've got 5 more listings for pre-orders coming up. So Wild Eye is the main company, and their sub-label Visual Vengeance are all shot on video features that go back from the 80s, early 80s to the late 90s. And they're usually 1:3:3 because they were shot on like VHS cameras or whatever. But even if some of them are atrocious movies, they're wildly entertaining. And the latest one I got, this is number 19, although I do have number 20, is Violent New Breed. Rudy Ray Moore is in this, which blows my mind. Yeah, Rudy Ray Moore is in this. It's shot on video. It looks like it was shot on a VHS camera. It's very cheap. It tries really hard, though, with the gore. And, yeah, this one has an abundance of titties in it. So for the guys who want all the titties, you're going to get plenty. But here's the fun part. The slip cover, I don't know the name of the artist, but he's from Ghana or something, where they'll take a happy movie and he does all these violent movie art things for it. So for Violent New Breed, he did this. And yeah, he's done movies like, I'll say Ferris Bueller's Day Off and stuff, but makes it look like it's a violent and bloody film.
Right.
That's just how his style is. It's from some country in Africa. I'm saying Ghana, but I know it's not that. But he does movie poster art for everything. Like he did one for Blue Velvet and stuff, but it's always violent, bloody images that are like not even in the movie. But yeah. So, but Violent New Breed is, I've got all of the Visual Vengeance, the 20 that are released so far. Later this month, 2 more titles are being released. So I've got to somehow, hey, I got my tax income return money. I could maybe at least buy those 2. But
at least.
I do recommend, now there are plenty of shot on video movies, and Jason, I'm sure you know this, a lot of shot on video movies, whether they're new or whether they were from 40 years ago, that are just really, really, really bad. And some of these are pretty bad, but in a way that you are like, I love it. Yeah. And despite all the titties in this one, I'm having a blast with it because it's so ridiculous. And you can tell they were trying. They were trying. And there's a lot of setup shots. There's a lot of locations. So they did work on this one. It's just, it looks like someone grabbed a VHS camera because the quality, you know, that really, like when people were making home exercise videos and stuff, that quality is yeah. But again, part of the charm, right? So Visual Vengeance is part of Wild Eye. Now, Wild Eye is also partnering with Vinegar Syndrome, but the Visual Vengeance label is separate. It's through Wild Eye, and you can find them all on Diabolic DVD's website. And there are 20 so far, with like 5 or 6 more listed as pre-orders. So, and they run about 20, an average of about $22 to $23.99. And I know that's expensive, but this one has 12 fucking hours of extras. I don't know how they fit all that.
That's pretty cheap.
On one Blu-ray.
Dropping $100 price tag.
It says here like 12 hours of bonus content. How that's possible, I don't know. But these releases are loaded with extras, even for the worst movie possible. Interviews, documentaries. I don't know. It's just they really, in this one, it comes with a poster and a booklet, and as always, fun stickers. You know, like
I love stickers.
That say banned, video nasty, horror, rewind. You know, you get those with every release. And this movie, Violent New Breed, has to do with the birth of a demon at some point. So this one comes with a birth announcement. It's a girl. So they really, I mean, for the price, even for a shitty movie, for the price, you know, people like $20. I wouldn't pay $10 for something like that. These guys give you much more. Yeah, they give you much more than you could ever expect. And actually,
makes it worth it. They used to give you little promo shit. Like
there's always a.
Give you little cards.
Got to stop putting stuff in front of my microphone. There's always a reversible sleeve. So there's other artwork in here that is, it's kind of like, but I kind of kept this as the cover. And it's always a different image, because unlike some people releasing stuff, Visual Vengeance always gives you a different slipcover artwork than what you get. So for the money, man, it's worth the investment. So now those people are going to go, well, now shit, now I got to buy 20 of them and then go for the pre-orders. It's worth it, folks. If you know, and of course you have your shipping, but which is like $6. If you buy a bunch of stuff, your Diabolic DV, it's still going to be like $6 shipping. Violent New Breed is the one. The other release I got that's number 20, I have way over there. Sometime what I'll do is on one of the shows, I'll just grab all of my Visual Vengeance and just show them off, because that'll make people want to buy them. I am fairly sure of that. Other thing, I don't know about you guys.
Real fast.
What? Yeah.
Do you have that?
Oh, hell yeah. That looks cool.
Actually, I do. It's on Synapse. Right?
Man.
Synapse released that.
Did they? No, wait. No. I don't know. Maybe they did.
Yeah, Synapse.
Okay.
I got it. I got it cheap. I think now
I actually got it off Amazon.
Okay.
It was only I got it. It was $35.
Holy! I didn't for it, but I think I got it. It came with something else I ordered.
Okay.
Bonus. Yeah, I think because I bought some stuff from Synapse, and they were like, I don't know if they were giving away, but they had like a special sale. So I managed to nab some things on the cheap. And
did you see how much that thing is going for now?
How much now?
I think it's about $600.
No.
Oh,
Hey, you know what else is worth a lot right now? Okay. So on my timeline, I get, things you can follow. And they're always like obscure 80s things or this and that from the 70s. Somebody posted a musical number from Pink Lady and Jeff. It was Hugh Hefner from Playboy with the Pink Lady gals and other women in bunny costumes, and he was singing a song. And I posted a photo of me holding this and said, I have the DVD set. Because honestly, there were 2 or 3 episodes of this that were never aired. The show was that bad. But I think it's wonderful because like the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, please, somebody give us all the episodes because they've only released 2. But this has all of the episodes, including the ones never aired. Jeff Altman, he was a comedian. He used to be in commercials back then. And there's Pink Lady. And then musical guests like Blondie.
Wow.
Kiss. I don't know if Kiss was on it.
You can't go wrong with
Florence
Blondie.
Henderson, Donny Osmond, Jerry Lewis, Red Buttons, Hugh Hefner. But they had Jim Vraney, he was Ernest, Scared Stupid and all that. Alice Cooper was on it. Roy Orbison was on it. Bobby Vinton. Teddy Pendergrass. Burt Parks, Sherman Hemsley. But anyway, the thing is, this show, it's bad, but it's the kind of bad you love. Like if you watch any of those variety shows from the 70s. But I posted a picture of me holding this and said, I have the DVD set. And someone said, oh my God, I didn't know that existed. I have to have that. And so I checked eBay and I told the person, well, the cheapest you're going to find this is $175.
Damn.
And someone is selling not the case, but just the 3. And this was when Rhino had there's 3 discs, but it came in this gigantic case.
Thought it used to come.
Well, it should be 3 discs.
3
well,
discs
anyway.
for nothing. My God.
There it is. Yeah. And it came with a little booklet of everything. But the thing is, somebody on eBay is selling the discs only for $100. So it's like this thing. So this is why I'm not telling anybody where I live. But Pink Lady and Jeff, definitely. If you can find this or find any of the episodes, you can find clips on YouTube. This one is essential. And when I saw that someone posted a clip on Facebook, I was like, yeah. And then the other thing that's incredibly expensive now, but the Bugaloos, which I have the board game, the Milton Bradley board game for the Bugaloos. Remember the Bugaloos, folks? If you don't, look them up because this was around the time you had HR Puff and Stuff, Lidsville, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. They were all very drug-induced, trippy children's Saturday morning.
I was just going to say, Todd, how you don't smoke pot is...
No, I don't, folks. I don't do
I know.
pot.
It's just you probably are better off because you probably would start buying all kinds of crazy movies.
Well, here's the thing. You saw like Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt. You've seen my videos and Fancy Crackers. If I was doing pot or any kind of drugs, I think I wouldn't be as creative. I think it would.
Not true.
That's what we thought about Psycho 8. How the fuck did they do that sober? It's like
that's not true, Todd.
Why? You think I'd be more fun?
You'd be more creative. Yes, I think marijuana stimulates the creative process.
Well, the problem is pot gives me a swampy headache right here, and it's like, oh man,
I
wouldn't be able
know
to.
a couple people that happens to.
That's
I
the
wouldn't be
learning
creative.
curve.
Well, I'm sorry. I know you just want me to be one of your peers and do drugs so you can feel better, but I am not.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Come on, Ted. It's cool.
Take a
It's
hand,
cool.
It'll
All
make
the
you
kids
feel-
are cool.
It'll make you feel good.
Now the other
I'm gonna
one,
be enjoying a nice one in a little while myself. So,
and this is only the first season, but there's actually a Facebook fan page for this, and the stars are still alive and posting, and they're doing conventions. But the New Zoo review,
man,
the New Zoo
and
review.
If you look, and this is the first season, and this thing three
Nice.
sets, and there used to be, you could press a button and there used to be a little sound that you could get, but of course
that's
over
dope.
time, yeah.
What, did you wear it out, Todd?
Yeah, I did. I just kept pressing it and pressing it. But the thing about New Zoo Review is, here's for starters, folks. If you go on YouTube and look at New Zoo Review bloopers or something, it's not on this because this was a children's show, but on YouTube, there are scenes where the frog and the owl are cussing at each other. And they're having fun. They're goofing around on set, and they get kind of naughty. So look for the New Zoo Review bloopers. You will thank me. And then the other one, of course, as I said, only 2 episodes released on VHS and DVD, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour with Fake Jan. Rhino or whoever. People want this. I don't know if the other episodes are available on streaming in some form, but the thing is, I want a set, and so do many other people. Just giving us 2 episodes and that's it, because it doesn't even say volume 1. It's just, yeah, it says volume 1 and volume 2, but I mean because of 1 episode each, but we want the whole thing. There were like 10 episodes, I think, maybe. I have the book that's all about the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. There's a hardback book. Yeah, so Brady Bunch Variety Hour, folks, you've gotta get that. And well, Michael St. Michael's isn't here. That's okay. But I guess I'll promote him anyway, because of course we all know him as the Greasy Strangler. There's Giallo, Giallo Bar, who was on last week, and that was so cool. Thank you, Sky.
He's awesome as hell.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun, and I even have I'll just bring it out of the bag again. I kept the envelope because it's funny. His address on the return address, it says Grease Angeles. But my greasy hat. And I don't call these beanies. I don't know where people got the word beanie for these, because when I was growing up as a kid in the 60s and 70s, we called these ski caps, because you wore them in the winter, like when you skiing. So beanies, to me, a beanie is one of those little like yarmulke things that has a propeller on it. That's a beanie. But, I don't know. Somebody enlighten me. But after the Greasy Strangler, I think Tropical Cocktails on Adult Swim, Sky Elabar and Michael St. Michael's were in that, which I would kill for a DVD set of that. But then Evening with Beverly Loughlin, which sometime, guys, you got to watch this thing. I'd love to talk about it with you.
I got to rent it sometime.
And Matt Berry, speaking of Matt Berry, he is one of the main stars in this. But you'll either love it or hate it. Even fans of the Greasy Strangler, some couldn't handle this one. It's not as disturbing as the Greasy Strangler. It's just that it's got a certain pace to it and a lot of repetition, and that's fine. I like it. And then the other one that Michael St. Michael's is really great in is Fingers. And this is a good one because it also has Jeremy Gardner, who starred in The Battery and After Midnight. I love Jeremy Gardner. So this one is total fun. Fingers, and beware, it's not the Harvey Keitel film Fingers. It's this one with Michael St. Michael's. This one is actually very hard to get on DVD. I was lucky to get this on eBay, and you just don't find this. It's on a label called Random. So it's like, I've never seen anything else from Random, but there it is, Fingers. And we were talking about Scream. Oh, what do you got there? Yes. Oh, this is the censored trailer, I hope. It's a long intro. Yeah, be careful. This might be the uncensored one.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I call bullshit on that. But you're a bullshit artist.
You're a bullshit artist. That's horseshit. You're a bullshit artist. Bullshit
You're a
artist.
bullshit.
Am not. Bullshit.
Shit. Are you a bullshit artist?
Bullshit.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Kudos to the
Bullshit
motherfuckers
artist.
that tell this
Bullshit
movie
artist.
based on
Bullshit artist. Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
Bullshit artist.
You, sir, are a horseshit artist.
I call bullshit on that.
I'm detecting the unmistakable scent of. Wait for it.
Horseshit?
No, your answer is completely wrong. The correct answer is.
What's the correct answer?
Wait.
Tell me
Great
the
acting.
correct answer.
The correct answer is.
This is Hosking, definite Hosking.
Horseshit!
That's what I said, Dad.
Bullshit!
You're covered in horse shit.
Bullshit artist!
You're officially the world's biggest bullshit and horseshit artist.
Bullshit, horseshit, cat shit, tiger shit, lion shit, duck shit, walrus shit, penguin shit, king penguin shit.
It's a lot of shit.
BULLSHIT. New word. ARTIST. Spells bullshit artist. I say again, bullshit artist. Bully, bullshit.
Okay, that was a different trailer because the other one had nudity and everything in it. I was like, oh God, you know. But no, that was fine. I'm sure because they say bullshit on the news channels now. So yeah,
Listen, that's just a small. I mean, you know what that movie is. I mean,
oh yeah, I've seen the movie millions of times, and there's Jim Hosking has a lot of repetition in his films. But if like the potato in Beverly Lynn, there's a whole 3-minute thing where they're just this guy saying potato instead of potato, and if you get with the flow of Hosking, you eat it up. You just eat that up with a spoon. It's great. And also, some would say, boy, they must not have to really act too hard. But we talked about that with Sky last week. Everything is very precise. In order to look that bad, you have to be very good at delivering everything perfectly like that. And the whole movie is just... Even the little gestures, like when he said to the girl, "Are you a bullshit artist?" And she just kind of waits and then goes, you know, everything is perfection in that movie. Although the big thing for me, what was funny, because Gil Gex, who was I thought Sky said was going to be on our show last week. I would have been surprised because I didn't know he was even going to. But Gil, he plays the blind car wash owner that in the Greasy Strangler. And I'm like, blind car wash guy? How could he know? Again, it's like, well, when Gil was supposed to be Stevie Wonder, it's like here he was rowing a boat in the ocean and coming to that exact beach.
But I didn't even question that. But I didn't realize it until later in the movie when he does the thing back to him and he says, "How did you know? How did you know?"
I can smell.
Yeah, he said whatever. But then you're like, oh my God, it's making fun of how Stevie Wonder can actually see. But then you don't realize, wait a minute. Not only that, how the hell did he get there on the boat? Everything.
Yeah. And you don't, and you think about those things, but you don't really dwell and question because it's a Jim Hosking.
It's not that movie, right?
Yeah. And Greasy Strangler goes way off kilter at the end. I mean, the whole ending thing with the woods and it just but no, the Greasy Strangler, when I first saw that, I was like, whoa, but then I was like, where have you been all my life? You know, this and this is the Australian release. It says region, it's all region. But this came from Australia, and I love the cover on that. I can't show you the inside. Huh?
What's
this
it come with? 2 something. I don't know.
It's the 2 disc edition, as you quoted me. 2 disc. Disc edition, but last week I fucked up and I said 2 disc edition, and you won't let me live that down. That image with the meme, that was brilliant. I love that. I just so now I wonder, I have to let Sky see. I don't know if Sky would understand, but I said that before Sky came on the show, didn't I? Or was he on when I said that?
I don't remember, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I would remember everything, but after doing how many shows now? And
23?
When they usually and we run like right now we're at 3 hours. Oh my God. Like I said, whatever. Oh, what do we got? I'm a little worried.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least he didn't. Well.
Chris sitting there with that shit-eating grin on his face.
I don't even know what it is.
You don't? Oh, come on. I think he's just saying it. It's not Uzumaki. The flesh.
That's how I feel when I drink my coffee in the morning.
You know what you're doing. Well, for me, it's like that brilliant video with the 2 gals doing a sing-songy thing about the perfume and stuff. And I just that's the kind of stuff I wish I could think of, you know. And if you've seen some of my videos, and I know you have, I have people all the time going, where did that come from? Where did you, what were you, what was in your head? And I just like,
who knows?
They just happen. Well, you remember when we showed my video for like Father Like Son with the hot dog and the Vice thing.
Yeah, that was
because people are trying to,
or very artistic.
Sometime we'll have to show my toast and tampons video. And it's like people go, I don't get the correlate. Yeah. Yeah, I have the
I was just thinking about what I was going to eat for dinner, and now I don't know what the hell.
Well, no, once you see the video, you'll understand. But I have different versions. I have a version where I used a John Williams score, and I thought in case they get upset about that, I then used my friend Jerry Rabushka's music, who says I can use any of his music anytime. So there's a version with a song from The Fury music, and then there's a version with piano. And so either one, I would say if you look it up, look up the director's cut or something. I think that's the one with the piano. That was the one. That would be the one we could show because it's not music. That would be a problem. But yeah, but you'll understand once you see that video sometime that no, it's not about toast with tampons. It's something entirely different. And I had a psychoanalyst that I knew watch that and say, concerned, Todd, I don't understand the correlation with the toast and the tampons and the pads, because there's pads and tampons on this thing. And he said, I just kind of, I don't get it. And I said, you're thinking too hard. You're using your degree as a psychoanalyst too hard. The point is, there is no point. It's absurd.
Gotta go with it, right?
And he goes, then he goes, oh, that's why it's so funny.
See?
So don't try to think while you're watching my videos. It will hurt you.
Yeah, never think.
So yeah, just
You
watch
might have
them.
an aneurysm with crackers in it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's one reason, like I said, if I do all this without using drugs, you know, it's me.
Mighty rat, Skeletor! You mortal fool! You have fallen for a trap, hero. The trap I have set Skeletor the Almighty. Prepare to die!
Oh, that's the witch thing, isn't it?
For fans of the bizarre, twisted, unusual, and weird, this film will make you lose your mind.
Oh, the toy thing. Strange toys?
Oh, yeah.
Michael St. Michael's as you've never seen him before.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna go crazy.
Patty Mullen. Frankenhooker.
They talk. They talk. They talk. Is it magic? Are they living?
This movie will rock your core and tickle your brain bone.
Believe you saying I must watch it again. 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 I must watch it again.
That is.
Please wait. I could really use a hand.
You're getting really annoying, old man.
I will definitely want that on Blu-ray. I figured at least a Blu-ray. They're probably not going to like go 4K on it, but
you never know.
Yeah, even if it was just a DVD, I mean, I want it. I want to have that and have my own special Michael St. Michael's row of movies. You know, he told me that I think he was in an episode of like Columbo back in the 70s, and I'm still, because I have the whole DVD set, and I was trying to go back and figure out. Well, that's the thing. I wasn't able to find it. I don't know if he went by a different name back in the early 70s. You know, like
Maybe
I was looking for Michael St. Michael's. I couldn't find. I didn't know what name he was using, so I didn't find it. But yeah, and he was also in the beginning of the movie Video Dead. He got killed.
Yeah, I saw that
right off in the beginning of that movie. But speaking of bending your mind, like I said, the only version of the movie Scream, that the 90s Scream, not the one from the 80s. The only version I'll watch is the director's cut, and they've never released that on DVD nor Blu-ray, only on a laser disc, which I have. So a friend of mine transferred it to a file. He originally transferred it to VHS, but then he transferred it to a file for me. But back before DVDs hit, you had the VHS stuff, and I don't know, like this one was $29.99 at Best Buy. It's there's two VHSs in here. One VHS is the movie. One VHS is the movie with commentary. So
when did that come out?
Oh, 96 or
okay.
Because DVDs came about around 97.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. the commentary that you hear on this VHS and the DVD and Blu-ray is the commentary lifted from the Laserdisc, the director's cut. So when they're talking about some of the kills on this version, you're not seeing what they're talking about. So they didn't edit the commentary, which is stupid. So
that's terrible.
But the fun thing about this, because Anchor Bay was doing this as well with some of their releases, but the fun thing about this is down in the front, you can't see it too well here, but it came with a phone card. Remember phone cards?
Man.
You typed a number, you
yeah.
typed in the code, and then you typed the number you wanted to call or something. It was just this whole ordeal. I haven't used it. So here's a still, probably wouldn't be able to use it now anyway, but it came with a phone card, 2 VHSs, and there's each side you get a different actress.
Nice.
So yeah, I kept, I got rid of a lot of my VHSs, a lot of the big commercial titles, say like Jurassic Park and stuff, even though it was letterboxed. It's just that I didn't need to keep those, because if I replaced them on disc, especially in the proper aspect and all that,
right?
And plus, VHSs take up so much space, more than imagine all those DVDs you saw in my
right. You want to keep everything, but you just can't.
No, the VHSs, I got rid of most of them. The ones I kept were like the Anchor Bay ones, because they had the gatefold thing in it and the clamshell cases, and the movies had never made it to disc. So I kept those. I have boxes of VHSs that I kept. But this one, it was one of those collector's things that, why would you get rid of this? So and the plastic got dusty on top. It won't sort of look nice and clear, but I'm surprised this hasn't yellowed. You know how some plastic will yellow over time. So this is what?
Don't jinx it, Todd.
This is 30 years old now? What? 30?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Scream is 30 years old? God damn.
Wow.
Same with Pokemon.
It's all right. One day at a time.
I can't grasp it. But one time too, like I told you before the show, what we're going to have to do sometime is talk a lot about, how TV movies of the week are getting a big comeback. And there's like books on it listing every TV movie of the week. But the ones that people are talking about now are all the thrillers and the horror ones, like Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if one of the future Vinegar Syndrome TV movie ones they're going to use. Everyone always talked about Gargoyles, and I have not seen that one available. So that's another famous one. But sometime we're going to have to talk about, like the Elizabeth Montgomery, The Victim, Scream, Pretty Peggy, Kolchak, The Night Stalker, I'm Dangerous Tonight, which is a famous one. And
well, you know what else is
What
bad, Todd? The TV versions of movies.
Oh yes, the ones where they have to censor the cussing.
Yeah, they're a lot of movies now are right. Yeah,
I remember when they showed The Shining, they had a blur over the naked woman.
Just blur it. Yeah. Well, some of the movies like Scarface, especially.
Oh, freak you.
Yeah. He said, "How you get a scar?" Like eating pineapple.
Yeah, it's they get away with more now, because I remember in one TV movie, was it Rosemary, who a lot of people know who she is. She was in a lot of movies and TV shows in the 60s and 70s. I remember on one movie I watched, at the end of it, her narration as she's walking away was, "Well, that son of a bitch, da-da-da." And I was like, they said son of a bitch. Oh my God, wow. As a kid, you were just like, wow. Yeah. And then, of course, on Saturday Night Live, when you had You Slut, and when Gilda Radner would say bitch, and stuff, you were just like, and then, of course, it was rare for like Duel, the Steven Spielberg movie, Duel. That was a TV movie, and yet you heard the word ass, and stuff. And when those things happen, you know, us kids, especially, like, oh, we heard dirty
that's
words.
not supposed to happen.
And now, like, I think NYPD Blue really kind of burst out with goddamn and bullshit. They couldn't say shit by itself, but they could say bullshit. And there was, you know, butts and side boob and stuff. And you were like, whoa.
Yeah, they had to show that at 9 o'clock at night, though.
But now, because networks are struggling, like NBC, like on Law and Order SUV, Law and Order SVU, you're hearing, well, that prick, and I think I heard the word came, you know, and I was like, gee, now they're really, they have to kind of let it out a little bit. But you know, like FX, even though that's cable, you know, FX for a while wouldn't allow certain things, but now it's all F-bombs and everything. So yeah, 70s TV movies though were edgy because they had to compete with movies in the theaters, and they had to compete with viewers. So even though you won't really see nudity or really cussing or any real gore, they had to be more imaginative. And that's where, actually, I don't know if people are aware of this. Like, because one of the big ones, of course, like Killdozer, the killer bulldozer. Yeah. There's the other ones that, of course, people talk about, of course, are Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, which I have a T-shirt for.
That's
Bad Ronald, which I still need to get this one on Blu-ray. Warner Archives releases a lot of them. I'm looking for, here it is. Oh, well, here's Duel, of course. Yes. But the one that I'm trying to find is, well, there's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, but Vinegar Syndrome has that now. But the other one I'm looking at is, here it is. This is the one that I really wanted to point out. Dying Room Only. And it stars Cloris Leachman, Dabney Coleman,
wow.
Yep, Ned Beatty, and Ross Martin, who was in The Wild Wild West. There's Ross Martin. But here's the thing about this. Dying Room Only inspired the movie Breakdown with Kurt Russell.
That's a great movie.
It's basically the same plot. I love Breakdown, but watch Dying Room Only and you'll go, oh. It's, yeah, Dying Room Only. I was happy. See, these are all like Warner Archives on DVD, and Warner Archives is putting some out on Blu-ray, but not all of them. So that's why I'm hoping that now that like Vinegar Syndrome has acquired like 50 titles from Warner for their TV movie line, I'm hoping stuff like this will start turning up. There's a lot more that I don't have, but you know, my TV movie collection, like here's one that before there was Airplane, before there was Kentucky Fried Movie, all that kind of stuff. Like here's John Astin, who was from the Addams Family show. Evil Roy Slade was a TV movie, and it's a very funny, goofy Western. And actually, this one has Mickey Rooney, Dick Shawn, Edie Adams.
Wow.
Henry Gibson, Milton Berle, Dom DeLuise, Pat Morita, you know, from Happy Days, Ed Begley Jr., and Penny Marshall.
Pat Morita.
Evil Roy Slade. So yeah, TV movies are the best one of all though. Now, when there were horror TV movies of the week, the next day on the playground at school, you were just like, that's all you kids talked about. This is the one, and I think, I don't know, they haven't released it on Blu-ray, but this is the one I want a deluxe of. Horror at 37,000 feet. It's got Buddy Ebsen, William Shatner, Chuck Connors. It's just everybody's in this, and it's so shit crazy. You know, there's this evil thing in the cargo of the plane, and it creeps up into the plane, and it's just horror at 37,000 feet, folks. There was a recent horror movie that was trying to spoof the title, and I forgot what they called it, but Shatner, yes. Shatner he's Shatner in this. You know, what can I say? Shatner is Shatner.
Shatner's it up.
But and of course everybody knows about Trilogy of Terror with Karen Black. And then of course Kino released it on Blu-ray. Flipcover edition, that's the one you want. And then of course, this is the one that also freaked out all of us kids. Talk of the Playground. I remember watching this with my brother and sister and mom and dad, and they were like, ooh, Satan's Triangle.
Wow.
And it has Doug McClure and Kim Novak, for those who know who Kim Novak is. But this one spooked us as kids. This one is actually available on DVD from SGL. They've released several things, but when I saw this was available, and you know, all these movies too are usually 1:3:3 because that's how they were shot, and that on TV. So, you know, it's okay. Even the disc has the fun photo on it. But these are the movies that we didn't forget. People my age especially watched these movies as we were like 10, 11, 12 years old, and they really made an impression. So that is another time. And of course, for Ward, of course, here's also Kolchak.
Don't worry, dear. Everything's going to be all right. We're the police. No.
Pat Morita.
Oh, officers, it was horrible. There were 3 of them, and they wouldn't stop.
3 of them? What were they, gang members?
No, they were women, but they had these guns and whips and chains, and
What did they make you do?
well, first they made me pull out my, you know.
Your pee-pee?
Uh-huh. and then they made me play with it and pull on it until I, you know.
Arrived. Climax. That's all they did?
Is that all? They made me do it 13 times.
The Karate Kid.
Well, here's the funny thing too. I know that's from Night Patrol. Jackie Kong directed that. She did Blood Diner, and the guy with the mustache is also known as the Unknown Comic. He used to wear a paper bag on his head, and he was always on the Gong Show. A lot of people from the Gong Show, yeah, a lot of and yeah, I recognize that right off the bat. I know that movie.
He was great. He was great on the Gong Show. I mean, I was like 4 years old watching that show, and I would just laugh at him the whole time.
He also did a spoof of Burt Reynolds' Centerfold for Cosmo, and you got that actor with the bag on his head lying naked, just like Burt Reynolds did. Yeah, yeah. The funny thing about Night Patrol, though, is what is on home video is a different version in the manner that when I saw it in the theater, the opening segment of the movie was in Spanish with English subtitles. It was dubbed.
Wow.
You know, obviously it was dubbed. It was meant as a joke, but then when it came out on home video, it was all in English. And I was like, what? That
They
took away
have
the
kept
funny.
that.
Yeah, it made it less funny. So I don't know why they did that, but the Anchor Bay DVD that I have of Night Patrol is the changed version. But I saw it with my partner back when at the Esquire Theater in St. Louis, Night Patrol. I remember that. And we thought, God, this is a really cheap, stupid movie, but people were laughing.
Funny. It was just
fun.
fun. It's just silly. Because I was a kid, you know, I saw it, I was probably like 10 years old, so I laughed.
I don't know.
Silly.
I don't know if they kept it in the movie, but there was a part in the movie where they had words at the bottom of the screen going, if you know the answer, yell it out. To one scene.
I remember that.
Yeah. And people in the audience were going, and yelling out stuff and having a good time. But I don't know if they kept that in the
probably
DVD
not. It seems like they
version.
changed a lot. I wonder if you can find a version like of the
I want the version as it was originally released. Yeah.
of
And again,
course.
these are things people should be talking about.
Yeah.
And maybe one day somebody will go, oh yeah, and maybe release both versions on a disc or something.
Yeah, I mean they're doing it now. There's no reason they shouldn't do it. You know,
it's a question for the universe. What can I say? But otherwise, you know. Oh, by the way, I also have the Kino of Killdozer. That one made it to Blu-ray. So yeah, all these TV movies of the week. Oh, here's the one. Now, I am not going to spend on the box set there was a Kiss box set of CDs and Phantom of the Park. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Hell yeah.
But the version of Kiss of this movie that's in the Kiss box set is the longer cut that they showed in theaters in Europe. What's on this is just the regular televised version. And here's the weirder part. This is from a bootleg label called Cheesy Flicks. And when this was put out, I was working at Borders and we had 2 copies. A customer bought one. I got the other, and then there was a recall. These were recalled because apparently it wasn't as legal as it should have been. So we didn't have any copies to return because they were both purchased. So I got one and a customer got the other. You could probably find this maybe on eBay, but it's not the full version. The full version is in the Kiss box set. But Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park is very much like an episode of Scooby-Doo. And it was shot at Magic Mountain. And it's stupid as hell, but you'll love it, especially when the robot version of Kiss, these robots that were created, when one of them does a $6 million man jump over a fence, you can see that the stuntman's arms are a black person. So it's supposed to be one of these guys. And then one of the actors, I forget which one, thought that the whole project was so stupid he refused to speak. He didn't want to have any lines. So whenever he did have any kind of laughing or lines or something, it was a dubbed like childish voice. So he thought the whole project was stupid, but of course had to be in it. And but yeah, this is a must see. It is simply bad, but
That sounds
you know,
like anybody that had anything to do with Batman Forever hated it.
oh well, but you know, again, and then of course the other one that I'll mention, because this one is a classic, is The Legend of Lizzie Borden with Elizabeth Montgomery, who's famous for Samantha on Bewitched. She was an amazing gal. I don't know anybody or anything that didn't like her. She was just a great person. And if you watch carefully, for a TV movie, this was shocking because there is a scene where she is naked and there's a mirror in the room and you can actually see she's naked. And they got away with it somehow. So I don't know. You hear about it, but you don't know. There's been no behind the scenes discussion about that. I'm really curious as to how they got away with that in the 1970s on network TV. The Legend of Lizzie Borden is, of course, a major classic. And yeah, I think the dress she wore is in some museum or in the Lizzie Borden. Actually, the Lizzie Borden house has like a mementos and stuff. And I think the dress from the movie is there. So Legend of Lizzie Borden. And otherwise, yeah, I got a lot of Kolchak releases. That's weird that I have so many different versions of Kolchak the Night Stalker, the 2 movies that they did, and then the TV series. So there we go. So what else is going on, Jason? Because I know we're going to probably wrap it up soon here.
Yeah, like I said, I've been trying to add a lot more credits this year as I'm able to. The factory got me working some overtime finally. I thought for the longest time I was going to be out of a job the way things were going, but we're picking back up now and actually got us back on Saturdays, which is going to help me, you know, pick out some pretty cool credits to add to my little repertoire on IMDb. You know. I am going to be doing one. I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. It's supposed to be a psychological thriller. Michael Manasatos out of LA. I hope I pronounced his last name right. He's from, he had a couple things on Star Trek and a couple other things too. But he's like Manacle films, like Maniac, you know?
Yep.
And it's supposed to be a movie. It's called Splice. And it's like, I think it's like
I've seen that one mentioned.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. He's getting a bunch of really cool names in it. So I'm really excited to be a part of that. Also, like I said, I was very happy to be on Wolf Tracker now for that werewolf movie I mentioned earlier. I'm really excited to see where that goes. That's going to be shot entirely in black and white, which I thought was very, very interesting. I would like to see more movies made in black and white because I actually like that medium of film. And like I said, Blur with Harley Wallen and Katie Wallen, that's going to be coming up in a couple weeks. I get a pretty cool cameo. I don't know what I'm doing in it yet, but I'm excited because Harley always writes stuff, you know, that fits the person. So I pretty much just have to act myself, and that's pretty much the best kind of acting or casting.
Oh yeah, I'm always myself in everything I do, and it's just not that I can't act or anything, but people always expect me to just be you as this killer or as whatever, and I'm fine with that.
Yep, that's pretty much how it is with me. I mean, they Harley put Old Country. That's the person I play in Fathers. So I can't wait to see how I do in that. That's supposed to be out this year. We had some kind of issue going on, but it's actually going to be out this year, and it won the London Movie Awards.
Oh wow!
It almost clean sweeped it.
Well, promise me you'll keep the beard.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I'm definitely.
I mean, even if people go, well, that's him. He's the same look in every movie. I don't care. There's no way you're going to get me to, you know.
I'll probably trim it up in about in another month or so because I usually do trim it up once it gets a little hot and for the factory and everything.
I know that some people are going to disagree with me, but I've researched and Googled and all that people who get rid of their beards in the summer, oh, it's too hot. That's a myth. It actually is better for your face in the heat and the sun and all that. But it's to each his own. For me, all I do is I just keep a watch, especially when I'm at work because I'm wearing a black shirt. I can see my beard better. I keep looking for split ends. That's all I do is get the split ends. And
I got to watch it because of my factory. I have like a bunch of little twirly things going around. I don't want to get my hair stuck into it like, you know.
I know. Well, thankfully, they're totally fine. Actually, people kind of love my presence as it is at work, customers, regulars. So, you know, corporate guys are totally fine with how I look too. They come in.
Oh, yeah, I never get any issues at work. I usually just do it because it's like 120 degrees in there sometimes.
Well, we get that daily outside here during the summer. It's 120 every day. And I'm like, yeah, shit. But no, it's fine. As long as, you know, you do what you do. But yeah, we want you to keep the beard and so.
Oh yeah. I actually put my special beard stuff in it today. So.
Yeah, I need to. I ran out of beard shampoo. I'm waiting to get another paycheck before I order some. But in the meantime, I'm using a brand called Native. It's got like 10 natural ingredients. And I Googled, is Native safe for a beard? And apparently it is because it's natural stuff. Yeah, I use Native. But I stopped using a special beard conditioner because you get a tiny bottle. You go through it too quick for what it costs. So I use Native conditioner for my beard as well. I'll get more beard shampoo soon, but I keep forgetting to use my beard oil. I have beard oil, but I keep forgetting. So, but I do.
My friend got me some, and it always works out when I'm going on like doing something special, a special kind of occasion. Always.
Well, I've noticed since I've been using the native conditioner, especially, and for the past week, I've been using native shampoo. My beard is feeling nice and soft. So I guess
if
it's
you
working.
take care of it, it can be soft, you know. So.
Yeah. Or as they used to say about your teeth, be true to your teeth or they will be false to you. Ah, well, that's your beard. Your beard, care for your beard. I guess also one thing I did want to do before we wrap up, this one's kind of to my heart. I was watching on my break last night. I happened to catch a concert footage of Peter Gabriel doing In Your Eyes from 1993. And on tour with him for that tour, Paula Cole was his backing vocalist and singing along with him. Now, this was before Paula Hole. Oh, am I doing some bad ones? First, it's Two Dick Edition, and now Paula Hole. Oh my God.
Go with two holes.
No offense to Paula Cole, because I adore this woman. I adore her. She, after she was on tour with Peter Gabriel in 1994, she released her solo album, Harbinger. And I loved it. I was playing all the tracks on my radio shows. I even, through the station, snagged I get these, promo singles, and this one had a B-side on it. Last November, I would play that. And then, of course, if you wanted to play a radio edit, there was one for Saturn Girl. Now, Paula Cole released this in 1994, and I remember I saw a listing through the radio station that she was going to be at Mississippi Nights opening for some other guy. I never heard of this other guy, and she was the opening act. And so I went, and I was just sitting, just enjoying, just listening to the songs I knew of hers. And then I got to hang out with her because someone representing her knew that I was from KDHX. And so they came over and said, Paula, this is Todd, and da-da-da. And I thought, oh, that's it. I'm just going to say hi. But the woman, the agent or wherever she was, took a picture of us and then mailed it to me. And I got to hang out with Paula. She was so sweet. She's like this tall. And she, I told her, I said, I am playing all of your tracks on my show, and I especially love your B-side track last November. And she was like, oh, really? Thank you. And she was genuinely appreciative that someone was this excited about her music. So later, 2 years later, she became famous for Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? And then what was the show, Dawson's Creek or something, that played her song, I Don't Want to Wait for Our Lives to Be Over. Yeah, that song. But I know Paula.
Todd, you should do a cover of that song.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. And set it to that music for Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt. Make it a dance song. All right, we'll try it sometime.
There you go. Yeah.
But Paula Cole, folks, if you've only known her through her hits, go back to her album Harbinger. And if you can, look for her B-side track called Last November. Her voice is potent. In the concert footage she did with Peter Gabriel, when she would belt out a really long note, you could hear the audience just go nuts. I don't know where she's been lately, but early stuff, especially Paula Cole. And then the other one I cannot recommend enough. There is a volume 2 that's on download that he did recently, but back in the early 90s, this guy, Fabulon, and this is, I know that's a weird cover, a guy in bondage, but it's called All Girls Are Pretty Volume 1. And there's a video on YouTube for I'm in a Mood, where they're on a truck rolling down New York City Street, and people are like, what the fuck? Because they're on this truck doing this song. But Fabulon, All Girls Are Pretty. I even have the, 6 months before the album came out, this EP with some different versions. They had to change these. That's why the album was delayed. So I have this very rare early version of some of their songs, and then this. Fabulon, All Girls Are Pretty, Volume 1. Volume 2 with newer songs is on a download, wherever you download your music. And the last one I'll recommend, this song hit me hard back in 1986. Thank you, Chris. And it caused a huge to-do. You know, religious people and preachers and stuff. And I think one radio station had a bomb threat. But this song by XTC, Dear God, there's a, there we go. There is a music video for it. It's very potent. And if you've an open mind, and I know people who are even religious who said, you know what? Yeah, I get this. It's from their album Skylarking, but I have this import EP that features Dear God and then 7 other tracks. Something about some Africa the Homo Safari series of tracks that are kind of African related. But Dear God, potent song. Watch the video for it. And if you don't understand the video, think of the tree in the video as maybe the tree of life or religion itself. Because as he's banging on the tree with a hammer and something, people are clinging to the tree and trying not to fall off. So think of it as they're clinging to their religion. But that. So those are my music.
Don't tell me how to think, Todd.
Okay. Well, you've seen Session 9, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, David Caruso goes, fuck you. No. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. My
Uh-oh.
Hang on. Fuck me.
Look at Jay
1
Bird
second,
looks scared.
folks.
Close your eyes, Jay.
Jesus Christ. One more second.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like
I am so sorry, guys. I did a double whammy. I stepped on the cord and pulled it out of the microphone. And then, as I was trying to reconnect it, I disconnected this. Hey, real life. But thanks for standing by. But otherwise, yeah, everything. I can't wait for next week. I don't know who will have. Bill probably will drop in. We'll see if we can get Mike to update us on anything. But did you guys want to do? What were we saying? We should check out. You were saying earlier, was it the Michael St. Michael movies or was it something else? We said, well, yeah, we got to talk about that one.
Oh, like Ash and Bone and
Ash and Bone
Beneath Us All.
Ash and Bone and Beneath Us All. So if you guys want to talk about those, we can go ahead and just say, let's talk about those next week.
Yeah.
And because if they're both on Tubi, I will definitely.
You said before, Todd, that
because I need to catch up on Tubi.
You said you liked those before. When I showed the trailer, you said they both looked interesting.
Yeah. That Ash and Bone really looked cool. So and okay, I'm gonna do something before too. I keep the second title keeps slipping my mind. So it's Ash and Bone. I'll write that down, and then Beneath Us All.
Yep.
Yeah, because the second one keeps
that
trying
one
to
features.
escape.
That one features Sheen Wallen and Jan Birch from The People Under the Stairs.
Well, Sean also, I really love that he was in a real cheapy little movie I love called Ugly Sweater Party.
Mm-hmm.
And Felissa Rose was in that one too. But yeah, no, he's a cool guy. He's really cool. And the other guy that from that time that kind of is really cool lately is Courtney Gaines. Children of the Corn stuff. He was in Wrath of Becky, the Becky sequel. He's a really interesting guy. I always thought he was cool. But Sean is just, man, these are people I want to hang out with at a Denny's and just eat and talk for hours. And
they're cool, man. They're awesome people. They are.
And the fact that
I'm blessed to have actually met them because The People Under the Stairs, that was one of my favorite movies growing up. It actually got me into reading tarot cards. So.
That was a very different movie for its time. It's just like, there's all these movies and horror movies, but then you have People Under the Stairs. It's different from everything else. So yeah, it's funny though. I never actually got I may have it on DVD. It's weird that I can't remember, but that's one I need to upgrade. And
I actually got a VHS copy of it.
Wow. See, that's one you'd want to keep because that is special. Oh, he's got it right there, don't you? Wow.
Oh,
And it looks
Nice.
good too. The cover, yeah. Oh wow. Neat. See, now that's one I would have kept too, because it's the horror films and the ones, you know, that have special status, those you keep. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
But so is that one of your birds making that little noise, Jack?
Oh, it's probably my phone trying to kill itself. I went.
Oh, because I mean, hearing a little.
Yeah,
it sounds like chewing.
That's my phone trying to kill itself.
That's fun. That's fun. I didn't realize that. I thought it was a bird. But
no, the birds are going. You can hear the chirping.
Yeah, but I thought one was right near your. I thought one was right near your camera making little noises, but it's cute. It's kind of fun. I like it. So, all right. Well, geez, guys, you know we'd have a lot more to go on, but I guess we should save it for next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I appreciate that those out there who stick with us. Thank you. Those who tune in later, and even if you sort of pick through the scenes, it's so much fun, and I just appreciate that everybody enjoys doing this. And whoop. And Jason, thank you for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And of course, thanks to Chris, thanks to Jack. Thank you, Ward. I love it when people are like, you know what? I could be doing important things today, but I'm just gonna watch these guys.
Oh yeah.
Listen, real quick before we go, Jack, you have to watch this movie.
Oh yeah. No, that's fine. I had.
Oh yeah, Eyeball.
Did you get the deluxe set like I have?
No, I missed out on that, but
yeah,
that's Jack's homework.
Well, I've got
and he can watch this one.
Different.
For
oh my
bonus.
God! I have
For
the
bonus.
T-shirt for that.
Bonus points, Jack, if you watch both by next Sunday.
Yeah, you have to put the title.
Well, Eyeball
Eyeball
is odd. I have the soundtrack, the expanded soundtrack. I have like 3 different editions on Blu-ray, just because each one was region B. So that's why I'm glad I got, the others. But Eyeball is, and the music is a little repetitive, but I love the music.
It is, but it's fun. It's fun. It's not bad.
Oh, it is. It's also known as 7 Cats in a Glass Labyrinth.
Okay.
That's the original Italian title. Eyeball Eyeball was titled for the American market, basically.
Right.
And it's a fun title. Because
this one, Todd.
Yeah. You got the Severin Blu-ray,
Severin.
right? Yeah. Yeah,
that's a great soundtrack too. That song is
yeah, and like I said, I got the bundle. Like when I used to buy from Severin all the time. I can't afford Severin much anymore. But
just don't get the bundle.
I got the bundle when it was available, and it came with a T-shirt. So, you know what? What I'm going to have to do, Chris, I'm going to have to send you dozens of photos of me holding up my T-shirts, and you can put them in one little folder, and you'll see that one. If I mention a title, you can then throw the photo.
Just pop it up.
I would love you to show the photo I have of that T-shirt.
The whole library ready.
Yeah, you should
Whatever movie you bring up, I'll just pop your T-shirt right out.
You should have a folder that says Todd, and then folders within, like T-shirts, VHSs,
quotes,
soundtracks,
one-liners.
Yeah. But no, I'm always fun. I thought I was probably gonna take a nap after this, but I'm gonna have lunch, maybe take a nap later because I don't have to do anything. Although I think though we're gonna have another meeting or table reading for Gonzo Geezer tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. my time.
Wait,
so
Frank canceled that.
They canceled it?
Yeah.
So it's not tomorrow.
I don't check again in the thread, but
Well, the thing is, they're talk to them. They're gonna have to let me know I'll be up late tonight. But if they try to in the morning say, hey, let's do a thing, I'll probably be sleeping and won't see that.
We'll let you know tonight. Just look through there, or we'll confirm it.
So, I mean, I'm easy to reach.
I think Frank has something to do tomorrow now. But,
okay. Well, either way,
we might have changed. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
The only thing I can't do for those kinds of things would be Tuesday. I'm going to be gone until at least 5 p.m. your time. And then on Wednesday, I'm getting a phone call to set up for my eye surgery, and they didn't tell me when they're going to call. Right. So I have to be ready on those 2 days to get calls or go to my appointments on Tuesday. But otherwise, yeah, you guys just, and Chris, I think you have my number anyway, so you can always text me. And I, on a side note, Chris, I'm going to be changing my number probably within the next month. I have it already, but I'm just kind of slowly going to tell everybody this is my new number. Okay. And but otherwise, the one you got, current number, just text me if there's anything, if you can't reach me here. Gotcha. And guys, yay! Right. I have so much fun, and thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, Jay.
Yeah. Hell yeah, guys! I appreciate it. I like being on here.
And
I love it.
So we'll say before we go, Jay, is there any place you would like people to find you in case they want to keep up with your stuff?
Just Instagram and Facebook as of this point. I don't really YouTube. I got a YouTube channel called A Separate Reality. So
and people can also. I don't think people can message each other through YouTube anymore. They used to be able to send you private messages, but okay. And for
Facebook
me, everybody,
and Instagram, you can find me. So I'm pretty. Just message me if you want to message me or whatever.
Yeah, and for me, my page on Facebook is for friends only. So if you really want to see my stuff, you have to message me and say, I want to be on your friend list, because if you just friend request me and I don't know who you are, I usually ignore it. But Facebook and Vimeo are basically, I don't do all the other things, Snapchat, Insta. I don't do any of those, just Facebook.
Yeah, I need to get a friend to help me with all those other things so I can get all
so otherwise
I
here
have a friend hook me up with Instagram, so
yeah, I don't. Well, see, I got kicked off of Instagram because I think because I was only using Instagram on my computer instead of my phone, they somehow knew that and kicked me off of Instagram. So fuck them. Yeah, fuck them right in the ear. And then Jack or Chris, if you want to be known, you guys want to say where you're at, and just in case, or no?
Well, same old.
It's not important.
We're in the
Facebook,
Discord usually.
Twitter.
Discord, that's right. You guys do the Discord, so it's important.
You have to join us, Todd. We were just talking. We're gonna have a Todd.
Yeah, night. Well, you guys, I know this sounds stupid.
Todd's pick. Even if you're not there, you give us a pick for the week, and we'll watch it in the Discord.
Well, when do you usually do your view?
Well, anytime. I mean,
Chris,
right now Hazy's doing it 7 days a week, but we can pick one night. We could pick one night where
you'll have to indoctrinate me into that, because I have no clue how to do that.
We will.
So, can I do it on my computer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because some people say no, you can only do this on your phone. Well, I don't. Fuck that.
I think once you do it, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, well, no, I love to, and also if it's movies that you guys had never heard of, and go whoa,
right?
Yeah, I'd love to do
we'll
that.
Have a Todd's pickle night. You pick a movie.
I thought you said Todd's pickle night. I'm like, oh, that's
that's a different night. That's a different time and place.
It's a dilly.
Dilly.
It's a dilly.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll work on that, because I do need to socialize a little more.
Right.
If I besides this and basically I don't really go out. I don't bother, and I'm just kind of here entertaining myself. So I do need to socialize more, because then maybe one day I will get laid again. So
it's going to happen. This is the year, Todd.
This is the year.
Hopefully, I'll get a 2-dick edition.
Oh, wow.
But,
a little too old for that, though.
No,
You
no,
might put yourself.
no, you're never too old for a little something, little sass. So yeah, but otherwise, no. This I enjoy this so much. I thank you guys for sticking it out and always, letting me know that I am not that annoying.
Right. We're with you. We're with you.
We're with you, man.
Oh yeah.
If you're annoying,
All
we're
right.
all annoying.
Well,
You guys have a good time, all right?
Yeah,
too,
thank
Jay.
you, Jay, and thank you guys. I guess we'll just say goodbye and
Have a great one, everybody.
take care, everyone.
Oh.